Can everybody hear me? If you can hear me in the chat, say yeah. Can everybody hear me? If you can hear me in the chat, say yeah. Thank you, everybody who is live with me today. This is my first show. It's not an official, it's just a test so I can see how it works out. That way I can continue to start doing this and I'll make it easier for you guys to attend by giving you a heads up. I know this is a last minute show, but recently I know you guys have been seeing a lot of my posts on IG in regards to women and the sexual assault allegations that have been going on. And I just want to be able to address some of that and answer any questions you guys have. And that's what I'm trying to do today. So I'm just looking at the chat right now. Hold on. Oh, from India. That's cool. I like that. So the first thing that I wanted to address to you guys was recently. I know you guys have seen my post in regards to the young lady who lied about. We can't say the R word on YouTube because I can be restricted apparently. So I have to say sexual assault, but you guys know what I mean. I mean the R word, but I have to say it in this manner. I just wanted to address the rumors that are being said about in which the way that I did this. Okay. So this young lady posted 4 days ago that she was sexually assaulted. I had no idea about the post because I wasn't on Facebook. Currently, people that follow me know that I'm currently on a 30-day ban. So I'm not always on Facebook like that unless I'm checking my messenger. I'm usually on Twitter, IG, TikTok. So one of the girls that I mentor, she reached out to me and told me about this post because it went viral. She wanted me to help this woman because the woman never mentioned, who the guy was, never gave anybody any information to how we can help her. She just made the post and disappeared. So when she asked me to look into it, it was because that woman had went through what the girl had posted. She went through it in real life. So she felt inclined to help this black woman, right? So what I ended up doing was I looked at the post and I read it. I did my research to make sure it was valid. I didn't judge this woman off of her pictures. I didn't judge her off of her past posts that were crazy. I only read what she posted. Now I inboxed the young lady uh, and I told her, "Do you need help? Are you okay?" She never responded. 2 days went by and she never responded. So when people say that I never tried to reach out to the young lady, I did try. She just didn't respond. Not only did I try, but the young lady who sent me her information to begin with also reached out to her and said, "Hey, my mentor is trying to get in touch with you." Still no reply. So what I did was I ran her information the way I would do anybody who, let's say, made a threat towards me. When I ran her information, I got her government name, her last few addresses, her birth date, the basic stuff. After I ran her information, I contacted the police in the state of Florida. So, one thing I want a lot of people to understand that didn't graduate college, I didn't dial 911, idiots. Okay. I don't live in Florida. I live in Illinois. So, no, I did not dial 911. But every state in America has their own specific police department for that state. And it starts off with their area code. It's not 911. Okay. So I dialed the police department, Coral Springs to be exact, in the state of Florida. I told them I was a concerned citizen that lived in Illinois. I saw a post that worried me, and I wanted to make sure the girl is okay. That's called a well-being check. You could do a well-being check for someone that is thousands of miles away from you. So a lot of people are not that smart to know this information, but I'm telling you today, you can do a well-being check for someone who does not live in the same state as you. Okay? What happens is the cops will go and check it out and they will call your cell phone and give you an update. That's what a well-being check is. The more you know, right? So I told these officers about the post and I sent it to the officer's cell phone. Sent him all the Facebook posts that this woman made in regards to her being assaulted. Okay, so I also sent them the information that I retrieved when I ran her information. So I heard them typing. So clearly they were able to see her most current address. They were able to see who the woman was, but they did not share that with me. Because all I said is I was a concerned citizen, okay? So the cops went to the addresses on file. The first address was the lady's mother, okay? Mom told the officer that her daughter lies like that a lot, all right? So even though the mom said that her daughter is a liar, the cops still decided to go to the address of the young lady. When they showed up at her house, it was like she saw a ghost. They asked her, "Do you need our help?" She said no. The cop let her know that we're aware of what you posted on Facebook. Are you sure you don't need us? She said, "I don't want your help." The officer then told me she refused our help. Mom says she's a liar. There's nothing we can do. We can't force this woman to get our help. He said, "All I can tell you is that she did not want our help." Now, this young lady told everybody on Facebook she filed a police report. If she had filed that police report, when that officer showed up, she would have said, "Hey, I already filed a police report. Thank you." She didn't say that because there is no police report filed. This girl lied on Facebook for clout. Now she wants to attack Daphne because Daphne exposed her lying ass. Now she wants to say Daphne wants clout. I don't need clout. My Facebook, my Instagram, I go viral every other day. I don't need clout, okay? But I will call you out when you lie. So now everyone's trying to flip the script and say that, oh, Daphne's lying and that was a fake conversation. I provided the number to the police department. Anyone in America can call. They won't tell you there's a police report, but they will tell you that that person refused our service. That's public, okay? So what I want you guys to understand is that when I post stuff, it's facts, it's real. But people tend to want to entertain a lie because it sounds better. Women need to stop lying about shit like this just to get a couple of shares. Just because your music ain't going nowhere, your half-naked selfies aren't getting enough likes, it doesn't give you the right to pin a sexual assault on another individual. A real person that has been assaulted is not going to tell the cops, "I don't want your help." So you're not scared of Facebook, but you're scared of the cops. Doesn't make sense. So if you guys hear anything other than what I just told you, they're lying. Anyone in America can do what I did. It wasn't hard, okay? So you don't have to be that person's friend. You don't even have to know that person. It's called a well-being check, okay? So if you guys hear anything differently, they're lying. Her mother inboxed me, calling me a bitch, telling me that I'm making her daughter look bad. Your daughter made the public post, okay? It went viral over almost, 19,000 shares? She made herself look bad. And if her mother really cared, her mother would have told the cops, maybe we should scare her a little bit so she can stop lying like this. Let's take her in. And now mom is trying to double back and say she didn't say that to the cops. Now she's trying to say that she filed a complaint against the cop. Well, the cop wore his body cam. The cop recorded the conversation. That will be public information. So when she sees herself on video telling the cop, "My daughter is a known lying ass woman," what you gonna do then? One thing about a lot of black women, they don't like accountability. They don't like to be held accountable for bullshit. So instead of them taking accountability, they will attack your character and say that you're lying. I never had any intention of hurting this woman. I never had any intention of embarrassing her. But when you claim somebody sexually assaulted you, I'm going to do what I can to help you. But that help wasn't needed because she lied. Okay? There's no need to lie like that to get a couple of likes. If you want your music career to go off, I could have shared it. I could have gave you a shout out. But honey, I don't need clout. I don't need your clout. I go viral all the way. Now, people can talk about my posts. They can say, "Oh, this is fake, this is fake." But then when I show you real shit, it's still fake. So I can't win anywhere it goes. I show you things that are not covered, I'm lying. Show you things that are covered, I'm lying. I'm not here to entertain you guys. I'm going to continue to post what I want. I just wanted you guys to know that in that situation, I didn't go looking for her post. It was sent to me by someone that I currently mentor. So I want you guys to know that I had every intention of helping this woman. I believed her. I actually believe she was sexually assaulted. and I cared enough to call the police department in her state to do a well-being check. And it turned out that all the resources I put together was a waste of my time because she lied. So yeah, I'm a bit upset, but at the same time, if she would have included someone's name, she would have went to jail that day because she would have been a liar. So again, ladies, it's not worth trying to get a couple of likes to lie and say that a man assaulted you. It's not worth it. You don't have to go viral by lying about something that can ruin somebody's life. Somebody could have got killed that night. They could have just started guessing, well, maybe it was her ex, and they could have killed him. People do that. People do that nowadays. If you don't want to be in a room with someone by yourself, do not invite them to your place. If you have been sexually assaulted, don't post it on Facebook before going to the cops. It makes absolutely no sense why you would tell Facebook before you tell an actual cop. You would rather be judged by thousands of people than to go to the cops and get that pervert off the street? I mean, where are your priorities? So again, I just wanted you guys to know how that situation panned out and why I did what I did. Again, I thought I was helping her. She lied. And this time I provided an audio, and I'm still being called a liar. So I provided the number to the police department. I have absolutely no reason to lie. So whether I show the name or not, you guys are going to still call me a liar, right? So I don't win. I thought I was helping. Let me look in the comments. Sorry, guys, for all that ranting. Yeah, you're saying a lot. You know, this Me Too movement, it is big, but at the same time, I feel like there's men right now rotting in prison over someone that lied. You know, one thing I've noticed about these allegations that these women are throwing out, a lot of these women are now accusing these superstars of sexual assault. And instead of them going to criminal court, they're going to civil court. So I need you guys to understand, when you're filing a civil charge, you're trying to get money. Okay? You're trying to get money from the person. Now, these women are starting to use their heads a little bit more. And they're taking these celebrities like Chris Brown and Trey Songz, they're taking them to court knowing that these guys don't have the time to do that. Chris Brown is about to release an album. He doesn't have time to go to court a bunch of times. He's going to be touring. So what these women are doing is they're taking it to civil court so they can get a payout. 9 times out of 10, the celebrity is going to settle because he doesn't have time to keep coming to court when he's supposed to be on the road. Doesn't mean he's guilty. But what makes me mad is how these women are telling us every year that Chris Brown is assaulting them. But then they're like, well, how come Chris Brown isn't being arrested? How come he hasn't been charged? Because it turns out that the woman is lying. And then they just sweep it under the rug and they move on to the next month. I'm tired of that. These women need to do prison time. Remove their wigs and lashes and humble them, and I guarantee you they'll stop. Because when you shout out that somebody assaulted you and then you decided to meet them in public 3 more times, it's hard to believe your story at that point. Y'all be moving like you want a bag. You moving like you want the money. Because a real assault victim is going to take it straight to criminal court. The goal is to keep the pervert off the street, not to let him continue to make music, right? But they're not taking them to criminal court. They're taking them to civil. So they don't want him locked up. They just want a couple of millions. That don't sound like somebody that's been terrorized and victimized. It sounds like a bag chaser. So a lot of women are not going to call these women out, but I will. And I don't care what you think. It's happening too often. And then when you don't hear about it for months, it's because it was swept under the rug. But the minute Chris Brown is in the news again, they bring up what he did 12 years ago to Rihanna. And that justifies why these women could be telling the truth. I don't believe allegations. I believe convictions. So unlike a lot of America, I don't believe a woman when they immediately say I was sexually assaulted. Because I got to hear what happened. I got to hear the facts. I got to know that this person is telling the truth. Because we had a lot of Black men that served prison time that had to avoid being butt raped, had to avoid being beaten, had to avoid making sure their family wasn't killed while they were on the inside because somebody claimed that they did something to them. And they had to fight for their life for years. Then when they get released from prison and they say, well, yeah, you were telling the truth and the woman lied, does the woman go in and serve that time? No. She goes on about her day, making twerk videos. It's not fair. It's not fair what these men go through. So forgive me if you guys don't like the way I handled this liar who lied on someone that didn't exist. It's one thing to say somebody, did this to you to get views, but it's another to continue to leave that post on there after you've been exposed. I want you guys to know that this woman That post is still up today. It's been 4 days, and she's still milking this I was assaulted thing. She's still getting money. She's still getting attention. She's still getting all the attention she wanted off of a lie. And no matter how many times people posted the video of what I posted, they're calling me the liar. They're doing everything they can to avoid that accountability, that Batman symbol. They're avoiding me like the plague. So I just want you guys to know that when I hold people accountable, I don't just go looking for it. If you post something public, you give me every right to be in your damn business. So stop telling me to mind my business when you're putting it out there. If you didn't put your business out there, I wouldn't know anything, right? So don't try to act like you don't want me to post something you said to get you a couple of likes. Don't do that. Because I know what the true intent is. So at the end of the day, I just want people to know that I'm not out to do bad to women. I'm not. I actually try to help you guys, but when you lie, I gotta expose you, especially when it's something like sexual assault. I can't let you just sleep with that every night knowing that you lied, because everyone was trying to find out who it could be. Everyone was making up names of who they thought it was. Can you imagine those individuals who didn't even do anything being stalked and harassed? I could. So that's why this woman deserved to be put on blast. You can't refuse the cops and then tell us you filed a police report. It don't go together, honey. I know what I did was true, but I know what she did wasn't. So you guys can believe what she's saying on Facebook, or you can believe an officer. It's up to you. But I'm not going to let these women get away with all these lies like this anymore. And if it means me being canceled, I'll take that. I'll take being canceled. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, I'll start addressing them in the chat. Go ahead and start asking me questions, and I promise you I will answer as many as I can. Now, I know some of you guys are also aware of who Charlena Thompson is. She's my stalker. She follows me on YouTube posts, Facebook posts, Instagram. I blocked this woman last year because she was stalking me, okay? Then I got mad when she tried to make a threat towards me, so I doxed her. And I went to her Instagram, and I saw that she was a housekeeper, saw that she had a really bad place that she was living with green carpet and trash everywhere, and she has a black cat. The sad part was I never said the woman was ugly, never called her big or anything. I said she was a cute girl, but she has an ugly soul. So this woman has been harassing me for months, and I never did anything personally to her. She just doesn't like me. She says she doesn't like women like me. So this woman goes on every post that has to do with me to tell people that I'm a fake, to tell people that she doesn't like me, and it's been going on for months. But she calls me the weirdo, you guys. I'm the weirdo to her, but she's the one chasing me and making up fake pages. She told me that she wasn't the one that created the Stop Daphne page, right? But when I got up this morning and I went to that page, all of a sudden I was unblocked. And then I noticed that she posted that I had my page on private. The reason why I had my page on private last night was because the woman who lied about the assault was sending her goons to my page to say crazy stuff. And when I was asleep, I wouldn't be able to control those comments. So I turned it off by making my page private. That's why I went private. Not because I'm scared of anyone. It's just that I didn't want no false rhetoric on my page, and I can't respond to any of it. So this woman has been chasing me and following me, and anytime a different perspective posts something that I posted on my Instagram, she makes an effort to reply to anyone that says they like me. So to me, I think maybe she likes women. She called me a transgender today because she said that I always go hard for men. But I wonder why she has so much time to watch me. You know, she's the one with the Tinder profile. She wants a man. I already got one. I need you guys to realize that I'm not single. I'm married. And I've been with my husband for 12 years. So I'm not a pick me. I've already been picked. So that narrative, you guys gotta let that go. Come up with a new slogan, and I'll be happy if you do that. But that's who that woman is. So if you guys see her on Instagram and saying things about me, if you ignore her, she'll just be talking to herself. So I already got a case on her, and I can't really respond to her stuff anymore. I have to be careful what I say. But she's gonna be the biggest example I make out of a woman who loves to spend their time harassing you that doesn't have a job or a pot to piss in, but they have time to harass a stranger who did nothing to them personally. That is a mental disorder in itself. So if anything, I want you guys to pray for Charlena because she has a lot of trauma in her life. and clearly her black cat isn't making her feel good at night because she's still chasing me. I think she likes me. I think maybe she wants to date me. Charlena, I'm married, so you may want to go a different route with that one. Okay, I'm just looking at y'all comments out here. If anybody wants to interview me, I'm not no Kevin Samuels big. I'm not bigger than anyone. So I would prefer you just to inbox me on Facebook or Instagram and tell me what you want to do, and I'll let you know if I'm able to do it. I do have a lot of things that I do outside of social media. One of my biggest things is I do look up things for people when it comes to their safety and things like that. I don't just do that for anybody. So please don't think that I'm in the CIA, because if I was, I wouldn't be on Facebook. But I do have connections. That's all I can say. Um, so when someone does make a threat to me, I do dox them, but I've never posted someone's address online. That's something I would never do. If anything, I will dox their address and I will send it to the proper authorities. So to any women, because it's all women, I've never been threatened by a guy yet, but these women with kids, if you really love your kids and you're going to threaten a stranger online, kiss your kids goodbye, because you're going to be gone for a little bit. You're going to be locked up for a little bit. So if you don't love your kids and you don't love being a mother, and you want to show your kids how much of a piece of shit you are, go ahead and send me a death threat. I will no longer ask you to write me a paper. I will no longer ask you to do something. I'm just going to go ahead and just get your life taken away as far as you being free on the outside. You're going to be in the inside for a little while. I need you guys to realize that threats online can be used in court. You can go to jail for that. You can serve up to 18 months in jail to be exact, depending on your state. You can pay a $5,000 fine depending on your state. But threats online are taken seriously in today's world. People, they've gotten killed over that. So if you're making a threat to me and then I adopt you and find out you have 3 kids, I don't think those kids should have a mother like you. Because what if I was a killer? What if I was a part of a gang? You just put a mark on your head and your kid's head, right? So these women are not thinking like that. They just think that they can freely make a threat to me, and I didn't do anything personally to them. They just saw a post on accountability, and they just got real mad and said, I want to threaten to kill this woman. If you have that much hate in your heart, I would suggest you go get some help. There is help for that. Go seek it. Go get help, because your problem isn't with me. I didn't do nothing to you. So when I tell these women that and they still try to make the threats, I'm always the bad guy when they get in trouble. So again, you guys, I don't go looking for this. You know, if you saw my inbox, you'll be shocked. I have hundreds of messages I never even read, and they're usually from fake pages. Some people want to do it just to see how good my skills are, and I'm not going to give them that energy anymore. It's a waste of my time. So I just wanted you guys to know that I just don't go looking for these issues. They come to me. When you send me an inbox, it's now mine. It's my message. So I just need you guys to know that I'm not going to read everything, but some things I do read. I'm human too, right? And then when you guys go as far as to talk about my dead mother, that just tells me that you don't value life, because my mother did nothing to you. And my mother did a damn good job raising me. So if your only insult is that I have a dead mom, then yeah, you clearly have problems. I'm sure somebody died in your family too, right? Nobody has family that's where nobody has ever passed away. We've all lost someone close to us. So if your angle is to make fun of the dead, I feel bad for your karma. It won't be good. So I just want you guys to know that I'm not this person that's out to attack and hurt people. They usually do it to me. If you guys look at how I respond to people online, I never come at them on a 10. I come at them like Snoop Dogg. I'm chill. I'm smooth. I come in there like, okay, I have a question. And then what do? They come at me like a crazy person, a pit bull. So I need you guys to understand that I'm never coming at them with this bad energy. They have the bad energy already in them. So I'm looking at what you guys are saying. Hold on. Yeah. James, Scorpio, Jackson, I'm doing okay. You know, I mean, I'm not scared of anybody. I've had people run my information because I don't hide anything. You know, you can easily find someone's address online. I mean, most of these pages will give you someone's address, and you don't know if they currently live there, used to live there, or if they, you know, it might give you the wrong address. But I've had people run my information and show me my in-laws' address. Now, when you send me that, they don't have nothing to do with your anger towards me. So when you send me something like that, then I have to act on it as a threat. So why people do that to me? I guess they think because I think I'm better than them because I can run their information, but I don't run people's information for the hell of it. Most of my, I figured you'll say that, is me showing them something they posted months ago, right? It's rarely going to be someone where I'm saying you work at Kelly Services. That's if you make a threat to me. So I need you guys to understand that I just don't go out there saying so and so lives here. I don't do that. I will send that to them personally to let them know I know, right? So the tools that I use will give me your most accurate information. It won't give me all this fake stuff like White Pages does or Spookio. They're going to give you addresses that people used to live at, but they don't currently live there. So I wouldn't advise you using those platforms because they're not accurate. But the services I use is when I was a private investigator. I have something a little bit more top tier. So I can definitely find out your location, where your parents live. I have all that, but I don't go that far unless you threaten to kill me. You do that, now I got to find out where you're at, right? So I just need you guys to understand that I'm not this killer, and I just don't go out there looking for people to threaten. And I don't threaten anybody. I don't. So I know what I can say and what I cannot say online. Let me see. Black Rage, you said that stalker wants to be me. I believe that because I never heard of a woman that didn't like me chasing after me. Usually, if you don't like someone, you block them and you move on with your life. But this woman, Charlena, man, I think she really likes me. I think she looks at my pictures and probably gets a little wet because I've never had a person chase me like she does. And if anybody looks at her story and you're following my page, she's gonna assume that I sent you there. I don't tell anybody to go to that woman's page. I promise you I don't. Y'all know, the real people know me. I don't need to send no people to her page. So now you see her posting little half naked pictures looking like a silverback. Now she's trying to get a little bit more sexy for y'all. She wasn't posting those kind of pictures at first, but now that she knows that you guys know that she's my stalker, she's trying to like show out a little bit. So understand that I don't send anybody to her page, but if you view her story and she finds out that you follow me, she will inbox you that I sent you. So if you guys are getting messages from her, that's why she's doing that. And I've had a few people already tell me that she sent them an inbox and they've shown me too. Did Daphne send you? I don't send anybody. So for her to think that I am obsessed with her, that's not even real. Y'all should already know how I move, and I don't move that way. I will never be obsessed with another woman, especially a woman that can't do nothing for me. I mean, what does she have that that I need? Green carpet? A black cat? Sorry, I don't like those things. That ain't me. And then the reason why I do support men more, because they don't threaten me. I mean, these women that are making threats, I don't even know them personally. They're just mad about something I posted. And unfortunately, if you guys go on TikTok and you go on Facebook, I can guarantee you that 85% of the mess you see is done by a woman. I don't see men twerking. I don't see men holding a camera while their daughter spins around a pole. I don't see guys allowing their daughter to shake their butts in tights. I don't see that from men. I see it from women. I need you guys to understand that if these women didn't post this stuff, I would have no content. Where do you guys think I'm getting these videos? You think I'm making the videos too? You think I'm meeting people in public and tell them to do something dumb so I can share it? No, you guys. So how can you get mad at me for posting something that's already out there? So when people tell me I don't think you should have reposted it, it's already out there, baby. Don't tell me what I can and can't do on my platform. Kick rocks. Because if it's already out there, I'm going to post it. Sometimes you have to post it to bring to light how these women are. Because people don't believe me when I say these women are bad. They don't believe me when I say that they put their daughters in jeopardy. They don't believe me when I say they pawn their daughters off to grown ass men. But when you show them, they still don't believe you, right? So I'm gonna keep on doing what I do regardless. There's a lot of bad parents out there. Now, if I see a guy doing something, I've posted guys doing bad stuff too. The daughter who was dancing on her dad, how do you think he got his page shut down? Why do you think all those videos came down? You think they just came down for the hell of it? I did what I had to do, and what happened the next day? He took down all the videos of his daughter shaking her butt, and he apologized. So know that I do that on that side too. I will come at a man as well. It ain't just women. It's just unfortunately 85% of it is from women. And I can't change that. I tell people every day, if you see something that a man is saying, tag me. Y'all don't tag me in nothing that a man is doing. I only get videos sent that a woman did. So what do you want me to do? Have a man make some stuff up and send it to me? I don't do that. I'm just looking at y'all comments. I'm sorry. Let me see. No, he did not go to jail. The dude didn't go to jail for what he posted of his daughter. Just her dancing, that wouldn't be enough for him to go to jail. Now, if we witnessed his daughter doing a sexual act, they would have went to jail. But unfortunately, her dancing on her dad's lap is not enough for him to go to jail, but it could have been enough for him to have his child taken away. That's child exploitation. That's dangerous, right? So no, that guy did not go to jail. He just removed all the videos and apologized to people that felt some type of way from the video. So to me, that was enough right there. He took it down. If he would have left it up, it probably would have been bad for him. And it wasn't just the man. The mother was the one recording. So people got mad at me for also holding the woman accountable. But if the mother was recording it and posted it, why wouldn't I hold her accountable too? Why am I just attacking the dad when the mom is the one that posted it online? I mean, you guys, you have to stop doing this one-sided stuff. You got to stop doing that. I'm going to hold everyone accountable, not just the dad, but I'm going to hold the person who was recording and hit post online, because she's the reason why I saw the video, right? That video could have stayed in her phone, am I right? But it didn't. So I need you guys to understand that I'm going to hold the people that are doing wrong accountable, even if it's more than one. I mean, it's rare that I see something where it's only the dad doing something, but it happens. And if you see it, tag me, send me the video. I'll post it. But I'm not gonna go looking for stuff. If it falls on my lap, I'm gonna look at it, but I'm not gonna go seeking it. I've been asked how many groups I'm in. I'm probably a part of like maybe 100 groups now. It was 77 last year. I'm probably in 100 groups. Do I know all those groups? No, I don't. Some people just add you, and you don't even know that you've been added until they tell you have like 7 weeks to accept or whatever it might be. So I'm in a lot of groups, you guys. So I'm probably getting 50 to 60 tags a day. I don't entertain every tag that I'm in. I would go in and read one, reply, take screenshots real quick. I always take screenshots right away because I get blocked, I get booted, I get banned. So sometimes I can't even say I figured you'll say that because I'm usually blocked before I can get to that part. So I need you guys to understand that when I hold people accountable, they tend to block me, and then I have nothing. So I don't get to hit them like I want to hit them. So there's a lot of posts that it was going good, and then I got booted. So, but I am in probably over 100 groups as of today. And people don't think that Facebook has groups. You guys are living in like a stone age. There's thousands and thousands of groups on Facebook, and a lot of them are private, so you won't find them. You have to be invited. I will never invite anybody into any of the groups I'm in. That's the deals that I have with a lot of these admins. They'll let me stay in the groups. They won't block me. They won't ban me. But I can't bring somebody in who saw me terrorize somebody and then bring them in the group and say, oh, yeah, they're not going to say nothing to her, when we know that's not the case. In most cases, the reason why I don't show someone's name is because they posted it in the group. The group was private. The group wasn't public. So I really don't have a right to post it public and show their name, but I can post it and remove their name. If they tend to find out that I did it after blocking me, they're going to most likely send their friends to my page to try to report me. That's why I get reported a lot, because even though the main person might have blocked me, their friends can come and say that I'm still doing what's called hate speech and bullying. It'll say who's being bullied. It'll say me, a celebrity, someone I know. Facebook gives you those different options now. If they say someone I know, they can report that for that someone they know, and I will lose my page. So that's why I don't show anybody's name if it wasn't posted publicly. The girl who lied about sexual assault, that's still public right now. So that's why my page hasn't been taken down yet, because it's a public post. You can go find it. Now, if she would have made that in a private group, I would have had to cover her name. So I need you guys to understand why I cover names, because people tend to say that my stuff is fake because I cover their names, and I don't care. And I'm in a lot of troll groups. In troll groups, they never use their actual picture. They will use a picture of Kobe Bryant Duncan. They use a picture of LeBron James's hairline. They never use their real information because they're in a troll group, and they're going to say some off-the-wall stuff that will make somebody go to their page and try to figure out who they are. So these troll groups that I'm in, they don't have real pages, you guys. They're going Google and take a happy face off of Google. So when people ask me, well, how come their pages, how come the picture is from Google? It's a troll group. In your troll groups, you're not going to have a picture of your family. You're not going to have your location, Come on, you guys, you got to use your head in some of this stuff. A lot of these troll groups are not gonna. No one's gonna have their real information because they're in there to say some dumb stuff that's gonna make you say they really said that and make you go to their page. And if their page isn't real, you can't really get them on nothing, right? So that's why a lot of the posts that I do share outside of these groups might have those Google images because it's a troll group. So they're not going to use their real picture. Now, if I'm in a female empowerment group and they have a picture of their child, I let the profile picture show, but I still remove the name because it was inside of a group. So I just need you guys to understand why I do it the way I do it, because people tend to think that when I post those things that I'm lying. But if I was lying, I would be posting those every day. I've also been told that I use a Facebook app to create these fake pages or posts or whatever it is. I know there's a lot of Facebook apps out there that allow you to create a public fake post, but my posts 80% of the time are not public. They came out of a fucking group. So this narrative that I'm using the Facebook app to create the fake posts, they allow you to do fake public posts. That is very true. But that's not what I do, you guys. I'm getting this stuff out of groups. So again, that narrative isn't going to work either. And I've been doing this since 2017. A lot of these new Facebook apps came out maybe a couple years ago. So I've been doing this way before that, you guys. I've been doing these text receipts since 2016. So now people are saying it's fake all of a sudden, but you got these pages that are using my same methods. They're doing the same thing. People are just saying it's fake because they can't believe that it's real. The way I get my text messages is because I work with a lot of men and women, and I always tell them keep a text thread. That's how you're able to use it in court when you're fighting for custody or when you're fighting to not go to jail. You can catch somebody by texting them and they respond and they say the things that are incriminating, you bring it to court. You can definitely get in trouble with text messages. So a lot of the guys that I mentor, they might say, hey, how should I handle this? And I tell them how to handle it. They will follow my lead and then they'll send me the update and then I'll post it with their permission. A lot of people don't want to be known for begging or known for someone moving out of their house because they have a depression problem. So a lot of these guys that send me these text threads, they want to be confidential. Because if I told you guys the person's name, 9 times out of 10, people are going to run to his page and they're going to harass him. They're going to say he's begging. They're going to say he's pathetic. It's happened. I mean, when people ask me why I don't share information, do you honestly think you guys are going to go to somebody's page who said men ain't shit and say you're beautiful? Are you going to go to her page and say that she looked nice today? No. You're going to call her a bitch. You're going to insult her. And then I'm going to jail because I sent you guys there. So again, I'm not going to risk my freedom, my job, and my life because you guys want me to give you more information. That's never going to happen. So stop asking me to be invited into groups and stop asking me who these people are. I will never give you that information and jeopardize what I'm doing to help these people. I give you somebody's name and then they jump off a cliff. Now I'm in trouble. So again, I'm definitely not going to do that. If they want to be confidential, they will be confidential. If they want me to use their name, with their permission, I use their name. But I need you guys to understand that these text threads are between two people. And sometimes the other person is angry. That text thread might not have ended well. So if I did use names, I was reported for 30 days because I used the person's name. And that person actually found that post online because it went viral. And then they reported me for harassment. And my page was shut down for 30 days. That woman had every right because she was the bad guy in that. Somebody knew that that was about them. They knew who those two people were going at it in that text, and they reported me, and I got shut down for 30 days. So now I have to blur out names. I have to blur out names now because I can get reported for bullying just for showing their name. Anybody can be Anna. Anybody can be Amy. But if it's the actual person that's reporting me, they will win that case and I'll lose. I don't know how many reports I have, but I know I'm at that last leg where if I get so many more reports, I would lose my page for good. So I just need you guys to understand why I'm walking on thin ice right now. If it's not public already, I can't use it. So I just need you guys to understand why I blur out names and I cover it up. It's for my safety and the safety of that person. Because if they go back and try to report it, how are you going to report something when there's no name shown? They'll lose that case every time. So that's why I cover the names. And the only reason why I'm on a 30-day ban is because I told a woman she looked like Flavor Flav. And I got in trouble for bullying. I messed up myself. I'm on a 30-day ban because I slipped up. Sometimes I slip up and I say something that can get me in trouble, but That's why I'm on my 30-day ban that'll be lifted in like 5 days. So what else y'all got? I do have a lot more content. I have about 20,000 photos in my phone. So I have content from months and months and months ago that I never posted. I have so much stuff, you guys, and the reason why I don't post everything I get is because I have to verify. Now, when people say that I create fake Facebook posts, I would be doing that shit every day if it was fake, don't you think? It's that easy, right? To go on Facebook, download the fake app, create a fake public post, and bam, I'm viral. I'll be doing that every day. But everybody that really knows Daphne and knows celebrity on Facebook and Instagram, they know that I will post like once a week because I have to verify. I would hate to post something that didn't happen and then I end up looking stupid, like that girl with the sexual assault. If I had posted that this woman was sexually assaulted and everybody judged her, and then it turned out that she was lying, now I just posted something that wasn't even credible. So I do my research first, you guys, and I wait to get the update. That way, when I post it, I can give you guys the update. So I just need you guys to understand that that's why there's a method to how I move. I don't post everything I get. I have to verify. You got some women that have posted on Facebook, oh, he called, he put me as a reference, and I told the job he steals. I've seen that post years ago, that same post. People do that now for clout. They will go on Twitter and say something dumb just to go viral, and then people will send that to me. You guys got to understand like what's real and what's not. Some of these women don't even have a baby daddy. Some of these women don't even have kids, but they'll put the job called me and I told them he steals and he didn't get the job. Now she has 80,000 shares and she's viral. And people are in my inbox. Look. Guys, that's not real. You guys got to understand what's clout and what's real. If you go on Google and you type in that same verbiage, you're going to see 50 other people that did the same thing, you guys. That's why I verified. That's why some of the stuff you send me, I don't post it because it's fake. These people are fake and they're not really, they didn't really do this behavior. They're just saying that. They're saying that to get a couple likes, you guys. And Twitter is known for that. A woman would say he wanted his kids, so I left his daughter at Circle K and drove off. Because that's going to make her go viral. People are going to say, wait, I didn't know what happened to the daughter. Let me follow her. You guys got to understand the difference between clout and something that's real. So that's why I don't entertain everything I get in my inbox because it's not real. Google is free. You know, Google is 100% free where you can find that same verbiage from 8 different people's accounts. So everybody's baby daddy called. Come on, you guys. And what baby daddy would give an employer the number and not warn her? Most of your baby daddies and baby mamas are not on talking terms. So a man would never say, I'm going to put my baby mama down who has me on child support so a job can call her. What man is going to do that? I worked for the state for many years, and I'll say like maybe 70% of those cases, they didn't like each other. The baby daddy or the mom, one of them moved on and the other one was pissed. So it's rare that I ever hear of a man putting the mother of his child down as a reference for a job. And she has him on child support, and he hasn't paid in years. Like, guys, come on. Some things you got to use your head for. It ain't real. So that post that you guys have seen floating around, that is 100% fake. And that's why I'm not posting it. I'm not going to give that woman more clout for lying. These women tend to think, how can I go viral today? Okay, I'm going to say that a man tried to rip my skirt. And that's going to make people follow and share and ask you for your PayPal. It's a hustle, you guys. It's a hustle now. Women are so desperate to become viral that they will say that something happened bad to them to get you to support them, to send them money, to take care of their kids that they don't even have. I mean, y'all remember that story about that woman who said that they were about to get put out and they did a GoFundMe and they came up with like, what, $100,000? And it turns out those weren't even her kids. And the real mom found out. So again, these are scams. People need money. People are hit with hard times. So they're thinking of ways to go viral, even if it means lying on someone else. So before you guys send me stuff, make sure it's valid because I'm not gonna post it if it's not real. Okay, what else y'all got? I'm in the comments. I'm looking. And guys, I just want to let you guys know that I don't think I'm better than anybody. I don't think I'll ever be on Kevin Samuels' level. I'm one of those small time pages who just hold people accountable and move on with life. I don't, what's crazy is I would actually think Kevin Samuels was worse than me because He'll tell a woman, you big. He'll tell a woman, you must play football. Hit that 8 gap like a motherfucker, right? I've never insulted a woman like that online. I would lose my page forever. But I've seen Kevin Samuels tell a woman, you're so big, you won't even tell me how much you weigh. He still gets off his play. And just like people say that, his stuff is fake because women already know what he's gonna do when they call in. That's how I feel when people say my stuff is fake. People think it's so unbelievable that it just doesn't happen when it does. Some of these women know that if they say this, Kevin Samuels, they're gonna go viral. And in many cases, he'll say, okay, you want to go viral for being stupid? All right, come on the show. Come on the show and say that you're a stripper and that a man is not supposed to make you pay for any bills. He's supposed to pay all your bills while you're shaking your ass. Come on, you guys. We know in real life a man ain't gonna do that. So all I'm saying is, I would say he's worse, than I am. But yet, it don't seem like the death threats and stuff pays him because he's at a higher level than me. I don't think I will get to that level anytime soon because I'm not gonna insult anybody to be noticed more. I'm gonna keep doing me. But one thing I do not like is when people compare me to him. Please stop comparing me to Kevin Samuels. He just became bigger on Facebook and Instagram a couple years ago. I've been doing this for years, you guys. If you go back to 2016, that's when I started posting text transcripts. That's when I told that woman that said that she met the guy for Applebee's and she tried to insult him saying he don't make no money. That was in 2017 when I told her she wasn't shit. So I've been talking like this, guys, for years. Way before y'all knew who Kevin Samuels was. In 2017, y'all didn't know who he was. So again, please don't compare me to someone that I'm not like, because I was doing this before him. He was just YouTube big. I was big on Facebook and Instagram. So we're two different entities, you guys, because I can't tell a woman she's fat to her face like that. I just couldn't do it. He has more guts than me because I don't want to hurt no one's feelings like that. Even when a woman calls me a dummy, if you guys look at all my text transcripts or look at what I do, I will never respond back, okay, you fat ass bitch. Guys, I don't talk like that. I just say, I figured you'll say that, bam, and hit her with the knowledge, right? If you look at the way I move, I will never call somebody a fat bitch or insult them back in a way where, I can lose my page. I have to move like a chameleon. I got to be, I'm on pins and needles because I don't want to lose my page. So I need you guys to understand that I would never go that far, but there's some women that deserve it. I believe it. There's some women that think they're better and they can talk crazy to me, but they're only doing it so that I can insult them and then they can report my page. Like the girl who called me, she called me a bitch. I called her Flavor Flav. She deleted her comment and reported mine, and that's how I lost my page for 30 days, you guys. I slipped up. Sometimes I slip up too. I'm looking at your comments right now. Let me see. Y'all going in these comments. Let me see. I don't think you have anything to worry about. You have been doing this for years. Thank you. Black man being brutally honest. Very true. You guys, black man being brutally honest, please follow that page. It's in the comments. He knows that I've been doing this for years. People that know me, they know that this is nothing new what I'm doing. It's just coming to light more. It's coming to light more what I do. Me going into Facebook groups and saying you ain't shit. I've been doing this. It's just that nobody really recognized it. So because you got these other platforms that are doing it, they think that I'm copying these pages when I'm really not. When Facebook says, hey, you have memories from years ago, I like to repost those memories so people can know who the fuck I am. I'm not new to this, you guys. What started me doing this was because I did work for the state. I did work in child services. I was one of the top case managers in the state of Arizona for 3 years. I was only in my early 20s when I was at that status. I was one of the best state employee workers. I was training 10 and 15-year veterans on how to treat people on the outside. I was doing home visits. I was removing kids out of homes. I saw a lot and I did a lot. I went to a lot of court cases. I saved a lot of families. I saved a lot of women. I was one of the best. So when people say I hate women, that it's funny because I used to advocate a lot for women. Then I realized that we were neglecting the men, the good men out there. I would believe a woman's sob story over a man who wasn't crying. Then when I started to see the game and I started to mature and get older, I started to recognize that there's a lot of good men out there with dirt thrown on their name. So when I started holding women accountable, that's when my counterparts didn't want me working for them anymore. My manager didn't like it. A lot of my coworkers didn't like that I was saying this man is right, this woman is wrong. So I resigned respectfully. I resigned from my position, even after being the best, because I wasn't going to sit there and let these women bring these men down and they weren't doing anything wrong. I wasn't going to let these women continue to let these women get food stamps and get increases when they letting all these pookies stay in the house and smoke weed with the kids playing with the toys on the ground. I wasn't going to let stuff like that happen. So after I resigned respectfully, I filed a complaint and they ended up letting go of like 15 people. And out of those 15 people, I would say that most of them were like 5 and 7 year veterans. They were fired. They did an investigation. They saw that they were fixing cases and giving women more food stamps and trying to increase the child support. So I was the change. I was the change when I worked there too. I made sure that when I left, some people were going to be leaving with me. And even my manager got fired. To this day, she hates me, but I don't care. I'm not going to sit there and let you guys say these men are bad when they just want to be in their child's life. I had guys come into my office without an appointment just crying. I just want to be able to see what they look like now. I haven't seen them in years. Getting on their knees. What do I got to do just to get a phone call? A man should never have to go through that. A man should never have to fight that hard to see his kids. So when y'all out here saying that these men aren't fighting, they are fighting. And you know what? 9 out of 10 times, fighting costs a lot of money. I just had a guy who lost a case where he was trying to get full custody because the mother was spreading rumors about him sleeping with their daughters. And it turned out that the mom lied. The mom lied tooth and nail, but this dad was fighting for his life for 7 months. He was watching his back. They were egging his house, flattening his tires, putting salt in his gas tank. They were doing whatever it took to try to get him to come out so they could try to kill him because they believed the mom who was crying with tears and boogers. And the dad was like, I would never do that to my babies. And it took one of the daughters saying that mommy told us to say it. And even after that, the judge still gave the mom 50% custody. Who does that? What kind of judge would allow that when the mom was that sick in the head to make up that lie? And even though the dad was found to be innocent, do you understand that his life is already ruined? He lost his job. He sold everything in his house to get a good lawyer just to get 50% custody. So a defamation suit, do you realize how much that's going to cost? Civil cases cost an arm and a leg, you guys. They cost a lot of money and he doesn't have it. So he's so defeated, he wants to kill himself. So I need you guys to understand the kind of men I'm dealing with. He wants to kill himself because he's like, how am I a job? How am I even going to go out in the real world again after everybody accused me of touching my daughters? He's scared to even go out in the real world with his daughters. It's not the same anymore, guys. His life has changed. But that woman, the mom, they don't even remember that she's the one that did it. She's the one that said the shit. All they know is that dad is a pedophile, even though he's not guilty, guys. So I need you to understand why I go harder for men, because they already have it hard. And the suicide rates are higher in men, not women. I need you guys to realize that too. So when people tell me that I'm wrong for advocating for men more, it's not that I'm neglecting you women. It's just that the men need me more because a lot of them don't have a voice. And sometimes it takes a woman to step up for that man just to get noticed, just to be heard. So if that makes you guys mad, I'm sorry. But I was raised by my dad. And a lot of people tend to think that I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. I used to be loud and aggressive too, guys. When I was in my teens, I used to call men bitches. I was one of the top basketball players in Arizona too. I used to hoop with only guys. I used to cuss them out, cross them over, they'll fall. And I say, get up, bitch. I'm surprised I survived because I could have been killed. I was talking crazy. And it took a man to pull me to the side and tell me that you're acting like a man. That's ugly. Like, you're ugly when you open your mouth. Like, nobody wants to play with you. No one wants to look at you. You're a time bomb. Why are you so angry? And I had to ask myself, why am I angry? You know, why do I have so much attitude? I don't got to be aggressive like this. So I softened up, you guys. And when I softened up, my whole life changed. When I started to become more feminine, my whole life changed. When I was acting like a dude, they treated me like a dude. Oh, so you a dude, okay. I had my nose broken 3 times. My jaw dislocated. That's what it was like being aggressive, you guys. But when I became feminine, it was a different story. They treated me differently. So I learned how to take accountability young. So it's sad that these women are 50 in their 50s. I had a 50-year-old woman threaten to kill me. You would think she would know what accountability is at 50, but I guess not. So you even got grown women who still lack accountability at 50, guys. Like I said, I was raised by my dad because my mom died. I was young. I have 2 older sisters and I have a brother. Okay. And even with me only being raised by a man, my grandmother died the next year after my mother died. Then my uncle committed suicide. I had no females in my life but my 2 sisters. Those were the only 2 people. And even with me being raised by my dad, I still graduated high school with honors. I still went to college. So again, I don't want to hear that you were raised by one parent and that's why you have 10 kids by 10 pookies. No. You would think I would have had pookies, right? No. My dad taught me how to be a woman, how to be a lady. My 2 sisters, none of them got pregnant. I mean, they don't even have kids to this day. So what I'm saying is my dad did a great job raising us. So when people tell you that good dads don't exist, I'm sorry, but I disagree. I was raised by my dad, you guys, and my dad didn't have a choice. My mom died suddenly. I was in high school when my mom died. I was on spring break when my mom died. And then 5 days later, I went right back to school. Like nothing happened. So I had a tough life too. Losing a mother is not easy. That's the person that taught you everything you know. My mother was 39 years old, you guys. And we're coming up on 20 years in less than 2 weeks. I'm human too. I'm not perfect. I'm human too. I cry too. I go through a lot too. But I didn't get the help when I lost my mom. I didn't get the help until I had a nervous breakdown in 2011 and I was diagnosed with an anxiety disorder. So, with everything I went through, that's why I'm helping you guys now because I'm not perfect. I don't go online and say I make $500,000 a year and I'm this and that. So, when people dox me, what are you doxing me for? Am I lying about something? It'd be different if someone said, well, hey, here's proof that you're not married. Okay, now you got something on me. But when you're showing me my address, I'm confused by that. Why are you showing me my address? See, that's a nice house. Okay, what's up? Then they don't have nothing to follow up with. I don't lie on social media. I don't go on social media saying that I live in a mansion and I got me a husband and I got me a Mercedes and I'm living it up. And then you guys post a Pinto and me living in a shack. I don't do that. So when you're trying to dox me, I don't know what the reason is because I don't lie. So if you guys are looking for something deep, the deepest thing you'll find is that my mother died. That's the deepest thing you'll find on me. What else y'all got in the comments? Because I'm gonna be wrapping up soon, you guys. Let me see. Yeah, I know a lot of single fathers who raise their kids and they do a really good job. So I believe that there are some great dads out there. And the reason why no one's giving those dads any credit, because you got the mom that is saying that he's worthless. You got the mom saying that he don't pay child support. And that's not even the case. You got men nowadays that put themselves on child support just to save a step. It shouldn't be that way. They shouldn't say, well, let me beat her to it. It's not a game, you know? And then women will do whatever they can to get the man locked up. Now, how you gonna get the child support? Like, y'all not using your heads. I don't know if it's the government. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the food stamp. I don't know. But y'all not using your head. If he's in jail, how he gonna pay? But they know if he's in jail, he can't be effing no woman, right? He can't cheat on her. He can't be with no other woman. I know where he's at. He's gonna need me to put money on his books. Like, what kind of life is that? Right? So I don't know. I don't know the logic behind making him, doing something to make him go to jail so you don't get child. I don't know the logic. Y'all got to tell me because I think that's the stupidest thing ever to take a father from his kids, especially a father who wants to be in their life, just not yours. There's a difference. A man is not leaving his child, he's leaving you. But you'll go on Facebook and say he left us. You'll tell his son he left us and instill that in his head all through his teens and everything. He left us. So now when he's older, he hates his dad, right? That's what women are doing now. They're instilling it in these kids young that he left us. No, he left you. That's it. He don't want nothing to do with you. He wants everything to do with his kids. So I'm calling out those women. So when you go into these Facebook groups and you talk about he ain't gave me no child support, I'll say, well, 3 months ago you said that he gave you $1,000. What happened? You telling us he ain't gave you no child support all year. So that's all I'm doing. I'm calling out the BS that no one else is going to call out. So if you don't want me to call it out, don't post it. If you don't want me to call it out, make sure I'm not in the group because someone's going to tag me and show me what you said. And then if you block me, make sure you block all my pages because I got backups. Okay? So all I'm saying is I don't just go out there looking for drama. People tag me. I go and look. If it's something vital, I verify. Then I compile it together, remove the names, and then I post it. That's the way I do it. What else y'all got in here? Y'all are going in these comments. Alexis Estrada, DJ Jones, Shy Hollywood, Patrice, Mr. Too Fresh. You guys are wonderful in these comments. I appreciate everybody, man. This is wonderful. Let me see. And shout out to Different Perspective, because when people send me inboxes about what he posted, he has my full permission to always share my content. So I did want to let you guys know that if you see anything he's posting, and he always gives me my credit. He's one of the pages that actually give me credit. So I have no problems with A Different Perspective or Art of Kicks on Instagram. Please follow him. I don't have any problems with him posting my content. You do have a lot of other YouTube pages that are going viral off of my content, but they have me blocked. So if you see it in other places and you send that to me and I don't have a agreement with them, then I'll handle it. But in most cases, I'm blocked and I don't see what a lot of these other pages are using. Like Derek Jackson, who shared my post, but he left my face on it. That was so weird to me. But y'all know that's in his nature, you know. So if you cheat, you'll steal too. You know, it just goes hand in hand. So, Derek Jackson, if you're listening to this, please stop stealing my work. I mean, you got over 1 million followers. You wear your little tight shirts. You sit in the car. You have your thing. Stay in your own lane. You don't need my work to become relevant. If you want to get back on your feet, be a man. If you want to use my content, you come and reach out to me like a man. Unblock me and reach out to me like a man and ask me if you can use it. But the minute you put your name over mine, that means that I know you saw it and you know it's mine. That's weird to me. And then you want people to respect you. I don't respect men who steal and don't give nobody credit. It's already hard for women like me to hold people accountable and get recognized. So when you got a man in an extra small shirt that sits in a car and tells you that you're wonderful, I love every stretch mark you have, but you cheated on your wife with 2 women in good shape, sorry, buddy, you're a fraud to me. You're a fraud. Then you start stealing my work and I don't know who celebrity is. Who is she? So when you covered my name, you didn't see celebrity, right? Like, come on, bro. You ain't got to insult me like that, because I can make you look worse. The stuff you did was worse. Like I said, a lot of these pages, they steal from me. They put their name over mine and they go viral. And I want people to know that the reason why I got mad at Derek Jackson is because he's not an advocate for men's mental health. If anybody knows who Derek Jackson is, he is a panderer. He wants women to come to his page and look at him in his tight shirts and praise him. That's what he does. He does not advocate for men's mental health. So when you got these pages that post twerking and lie to women, and all of a sudden they go viral with my post, it does hurt, because I'm genuinely concerned about men's mental health. If people know me, I'm an advocate for it. I'm not a fraud. I'm not just going to post it and then do a live and say, let's talk about mental health, when you ain't talked about it ever. Let's talk about cheating, Derek Jackson. Let's talk about keeping your thing in your pants. We could talk about that, but don't talk about something that you haven't addressed ever. I address it at least every other day because I care. So when people were calling me a crybaby online, I need you to understand that when you're passionate about something, you are going to put your heart into it. So forgive me for being real and not fake. And let me see, Caseyville. Yeah, I did come a long way. It has taken me years to grow my page. And shout out to the Shade Room, because they shared a couple of my stories last year, and that's what brought people to my page. But ultimately, I don't hate women. I always check on your mental health. I'm not one-sided. I care about women too. Like I said, I'm a woman myself. So if you have to call me a man because I advocate for men just to make yourself feel better, that's fine. If you want to call me ugly, that's fine. I usually post 1 selfie a year. I'm not into my looks. I'm married, you guys. So there's no need for me to show anything I got. That's for my husband. So on my page, you're not really going to see any selfies of me. You're not going to really see any of my personal life. It's not because I'm scared. I have absolutely nothing to hide. I'm an open book. That's why I told you guys, you can ask me questions in the chat, and I'm not going to avoid any question unless it's something personal. Like when you ask me where I work, I will never tell anybody, because I do have a contract with someone. And if I disclose that, I can lose it. And I love it right now. So that's why I don't really do videos. I'm not a video person. I can't do that right now. But once I get to where I want to, I will start doing videos. That's not my lane right now. So to protect myself and the people that I work for, I have to be careful. That's why you don't see any videos of me out there. That's something that I can't say. That's not me. I didn't say that, but you can show a video. But if it's a post or something that somebody wanted to fabricate, they would have to prove that I said that. It's easier that way than to say that's not me in the video, but it is. So I need you guys to understand that's why I don't do videos, and that's why I don't go live. I don't do anything like that. That's not my lane. What else y'all got in the comments? My mental health is good. You know, guys, look, I get threats all the time. I get threats. I had one person said to me this morning, "You're going to be buried right next to your mom." You know, that's the kind of stuff that women say to me, and they'll say it from a private page, and then they'll block me. So to say that to somebody, it's hurtful. Guys, I'm human too. I promise you, I'm human too. I have feelings as well. So when people bring up my mother, that's a touchy subject for me, because if anybody lost a parent, you feel like you just lost them yesterday. And you only get one mother and one father, right? So when people say I'm gonna be buried next to my mom, you know, that's a threat to me. But these women, they're that nasty, they're that evil. And if I showed it to people, they'd still say I'm lying. No one would ever say that. Yes, they do. They say that. I've had one person actually write my mother's name into Google and brought up her story on how she got shot, because my mom's trial and stuff is still online. They insulted my mother, and I think that that's the lowest you can do, is insult someone's parent that's no longer living. What did they do to you? Insult me all day, I take that, but don't bring my mother into it. She didn't do nothing to you. We only get one mother, right? So I am human, guys, and sometimes I do ask my husband, like, why would someone say something like that? And then you know, you didn't do nothing to them personally. You're confused on why they would have that much hate. But I did want to address this. If you can message me from a private page and then block me, that just tells me how cowardly you are. You're scared of me. You're scared. Because if you had balls, you was a G like you claim, you wouldn't hide shit. You're posted from your real account, right? But you know already what I can do. So instead, you create a Facebook page just to make a threat, just to deactivate the page and then disappear. That's the new hustle. They will threaten me from a fake page that they created and then deactivate the page. And now Facebook allows you to instant message somebody, and you ain't even got to have a Facebook. So if they don't have a Facebook for me to run the link, I don't have no way of running their information. So Facebook is starting to make it easier for these trolls to make threats to you just by creating a messenger that has no Facebook attached. That's the new hustle. So that's why a lot of these people I'm not able to get. There are a lot of people that I can't see. I figured you'll say that too. But why would I post that? There's no reward on it. I like to post the ones that I can get. So I do have some people that I'm not able to dox, that I'm not able to get. I don't always hit gold. I hit bronze sometimes too. I do. I'm not perfect. And to those who love my content, I just want to say thank you guys, because I have a lot more content in store. I love making you guys happy. I love addressing any concerns you guys have. You know, like I said, I'm just trying to grow my page by doing something different. I'm the only page that was doing these text receipts and Facebook posts. Now, if you guys look at Spiritual World and you look at all these big pages, Shade Room, they're now recycling the ideas that I've already had for years. No one's ever going to give me credit, but I do have a few people that have rocked with me for the past, 5-6 years, that say, Daphne, you're the queen of the text receipts. You're the queen. They know when it's my work. So some people that remove my IG, or they remove my face and try to make it lighter to take away my watermark, those that rock with me know that that's my work. They know that, oh, look at this page now. All of a sudden they're posting text receipts. That was your thing. That's always been my thing. So to those who know I've been doing this for 5 years now, I respect you guys for knowing that it was my work that started it. You got a lot of people that are following what I do now, so that they can kind of be on my page. I have my own lane, and I thought I was doing things different. I wasn't in my car with a small shirt on. I wasn't screaming on a video. I just do text receipts, and I hold people accountable on Facebook. And now you're seeing it more on Facebook. So if you guys don't believe me, go on Facebook. I guarantee you'll see 1 or 2 people sharing a text receipt from somebody else. But it's just like my format. That's real though. People will say that's real because they'll show you a piece of the number. So that makes theirs more real than mine. They'll say mine isn't real because I hide the number. I mean, who wouldn't hide the number? That's weird. Let me see. A Phoenix is, yeah. You know, I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to do God's work is what you guys call it. I am. I don't have any problems with women or men. And like I said, I don't go looking for this drama, you guys, I promise. A lot of people have sent me videos, and then 3 days later, I'll post it. I had someone say, why did it take you 3 days? I sent it 3 days ago because I have to verify, you guys. So I need you guys to understand that I don't want to post no bad stuff, and then people look at everything I've done and say it was all bad, right? I just like to verify first, because you'll see something crazy on Facebook, like a woman saying, or a guy saying, can you watch my kids? I'm going to the store. You guys know good way in hell this man ain't gonna go on live and tell you to watch his kids while he really goes to the store. You got the adult in the corner hiding and laughing. Like I said, guys, there's some stuff that you have to use your head on. Do you honestly think someone's going to, tell CPS, this is how bad of a parent I am? You do got some dummies, but you got people that would do something like that just to go viral. They just do it to go viral, you guys. Ain't nobody gonna tell you to watch their kids on live while I go to the store and get a pack of Newports. Come on, you guys. The mother's right there in the room. The girlfriend's right there in the room. Whoever it may be, they're right there. Those kids are not alone. So a lot of these parents will do things like that to go viral because their page is garbage. If you look at these pages who go viral, if you look at all their posts before that viral post, they were getting 1 like and 1 share, 2 likes and 2 shares. But the minute you say he tried to sexually assault me and I said no, 5,000 likes, 200,000 shares. That's just the new scam, you guys. That's what they do. If anybody right now went on their Facebook and say that they were sexually assaulted, I guarantee you'll go viral. People love stuff like that. And you got sick people in the head that say, if I create this false narrative, I'm going to go live. I'm going to go viral overnight. Then I can post my YouTube link for my music. And now I'm about to be a musician. No, that's not the way it works. Because then when that post fizzles out, you got to come up with a new lie. Because eventually you'll stop getting those shares. You'll stop getting those likes. And now you got to outdo that lie. So what you going to say next? I died and came back to life. I mean, how you going to outdo the last post? So that's how you know if somebody's telling the truth. When they post something like that severe, it'll either be deleted for good. They're going to change their Facebook name so they can come up with a new scam. So that's why when people send me things, I don't always entertain them, because a lot of people are just doing it for clout. And they call me a clout chaser because, I call out women like that, but I don't need to chase anyone. I have over 70,000 followers on Facebook. I don't need any more clout. I'm good. I don't live off of these likes. I post and I go. I mean, if I was living off of likes and attention, I post selfies. I mean, I'm not a badly built woman. I'm not an ugly looking woman. I'm pretty attractive, but why would I need to post what I look like? It ain't about me. So to those people calling me ugly and all that, I appreciate it, because I rarely post selfies anyway. So I'm not insulted when they say I don't look good and that I'm built bad. Now y'all know I'm not built bad. I know y'all looked at my pictures. I know you saw what I look like. So please don't get that confused. And most people do the psychology stuff where they say, "Oh, you're built bad." No, I'm not. Here's a selfie to prove it. That won't work over here either, you guys. So know that I know when someone's trying to put me in a corner, it won't work. My husband knows what I look like, and that's all that matters. I'm married, so I don't have nothing to show off to anybody. But I do post when people keep telling me to post selfies. I do post maybe 1 selfie or 2 a year on my birthday and on my anniversary. I don't really post a lot. And then I did want to address something else. I had some trolls tell me, if I'm married, how come I didn't have a wedding? Let me address this, because you guys, look, I'm an open book. I promise you guys I'm not fake. I'm not lying or anything. I'm going to give you guys the real. I did not have a wedding. I promise you I did not have a wedding. Me and my husband went down to the courthouse, and that's what we did. I'm not afraid to tell the truth, you guys. I'm an open book. Not because I'm broke or because I'm cheap. I didn't want a wedding. I didn't want a wedding because I don't have a mother that's alive. All I have is my dad. My grandparents, they're all dead. I have no one but my dad, and I have a small amount of family. I have about 20 family members that I know of. That's it. My husband has over 200. Do you understand how broken I would have been with just 20 of my family members on one side and his whole family takes up? I didn't want to go through that. I don't think I would have been able to be all together by doing that. I knew my family was small and his family was bigger, and I just didn't want to go through that type of pain. So I told him I didn't want a wedding. So we went down to the courthouse, got married, and went on a small little affordable honeymoon, because it was years ago, about 6 years ago. So that's why you don't see wedding pictures. I didn't even want wedding pictures. If my mother wasn't going to be there, I didn't want to do it. If my grandmother wasn't going to be there, I didn't want to do it. So to all the people who made up the stories about why I didn't have a wedding because I didn't really get married, everybody don't want no wedding. You know, some people don't mind, you know, spending a couple $100. And look, we've been together 12 years, but you got people that's spending 30, 40 grand on weddings. And as soon as the shit get thick, they walk out. Now he lost $20,000. So at the end of the day, I'm okay with a courthouse wedding. My mom and dad did it that way. My husband's mom and dad did it that way. And my husband's mom and dad been married for almost 30 years. So don't let people try to make you think you need this expensive wedding and this big old $10,000 honeymoon. No, you don't. That's not what, that doesn't make up a marriage. The marriage is between two people, two souls coming together as one. You don't need all that stuff. So people asking me why you don't see wedding pictures, that is why. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. That is why you won't see them. I refuse to have a wedding because I hardly have any family that's alive on my side of the family. My husband got everybody. I don't. So if that bothers anyone, then it's going to have to bother you. I'm an open book. I have nothing to lie about. Now, if I would have said, yeah, we had a $30,000 wedding, and then somebody found out I got married in court, now you got something on me. But I'm already telling you the truth what happened. I never told anyone that I had a big wedding. You would have had pictures, right? So when I post on our anniversary, it's going to be like regular selfies because I just did not want that. So if that bothers anyone, they think it's because I'm broke. That's not why I did it. You actually got a lot of people that choose to do courthouse weddings. They don't want that big extravagant crap because you see it on Love and Hip Hop and Real Housewives of Atlanta. Then ask yourself how many of them are still married today, right? Ask yourself that. So again, that's why I did not have a wedding. What else I got? Let's see. Yep, most women that do call me ugly, it don't come from pretty women. I'll tell you that. These women, I look at their pictures and I'm like, damn, you know, I guess no one taught them how to keep their mouth quiet. A lot of the women that say it, I laugh, or guys too. I've had some guys go on my selfies and they tell me to keep the mask on. Okay, you know, God didn't make everybody's vision the same. You got some beautiful women that another guy would say she's not beautiful. I'm not for you. I'm for my husband. So if I'm ugly to you, then mission accomplished. Because I don't need to be sexy to you. I only got to be sexy to the man I come home to, right? So being called ugly doesn't hurt me because I'm picked already. I'm married. So the opinion of a stranger doesn't matter to me because I'm not with you. You know, I hope you find someone that meets your needs, but looks, they fade. If you're chasing a woman because she's pretty visually, that's going to fade over time. How does that heart look like? What does that look like? What does those insides look like? You feel me? Anybody can be beautiful on the outside, but when you start getting older and you hit that wall, if it was only for looks, you're not going to last. It has to be for love, right? So I don't get offended when people say that I'm ugly to them because I'm not with them. I laugh at it because I look at them and I see they got cats and I see that they're alone, single, and they're supposed to be happy. If you're single and happy, why are you messing with a married woman? And if people are telling me, why are you always online and how do you find the time? It's called multitasking. And if you're watching what I'm doing, that means that you have that time too. What are you doing? What job do you got? Is it watching me? So anyone that says, how do you have the time? How do you have the time? Because I don't follow you. You follow me, right? So I wanted to address that too. What else y'all got? Those who call you ugly don't know about that wall, man. That wall be right around the corner. You know, I don't mind being called ugly because I'm, like I said, I have a very attractive husband. He calls me beautiful every day. That's all that matters. You know, when you're married, you don't care, you know, about what people say about you. And most of them will call me ugly because they want me to post a picture to prove them wrong. See, oh, let me hit them with a gym selfie and say I'm in the gym just so they can see my body. No, that ain't gonna work over here. It don't work for me doing that. So if I'm ugly to you, then I'm ugly to you. Cool. Okay. Block me so you don't have to see my ugly face. But you know, it's not gonna hurt my feelings and make me post a selfie to prove you wrong. I'm sorry. And most of your pretty women, I haven't really been told by a very pretty woman that I was ugly. Pretty women stay in their own lane. You know, they really won't entertain the stuff that a woman that's less attractive would entertain. You know, like when that girl told me that I looked really bad to her and that I had a bad hairstyle, she had over 30 bad hairstyles. And that's why I did the video about the wig. I felt bad for those wigs. You know, you can't insult someone and you look like you look. It's just not right. So I roasted her without saying anything. And I gave a shout out to the wigs because they're the ones that went through all that those bad selfies, you know? So what I'm saying is don't call someone bad and I'm sorry, don't call someone ugly and then you know that you're not that attractive, you know? You know that you hit that wall. You know, don't do that to me. I didn't do nothing to you. You know, so the amount of women that do call me ugly, I would say 99% of them, they have nothing on me. They're just saying it to get a rise out of me. So yep, ain't gonna work. You know, some of them be looking like Whoopi, you know, and Whoopi's beautiful, but when Whoopi, you know, was in her, you know, her struggling times, that Color Purple, and she said, "You show as ugly," that's what I see inboxing me. You know, I don't see no beautiful women that are just top tier, naturally beautiful, coming at me saying, "Oh, you ugly," unless it's a fake page and they're using that woman's picture, but it's rare. And a couple of guys might say, "You ain't shit," or, you know, I can fuck you anytime I want, and it's usually the boyfriends of the women that are calling me ugly. So those are the only type of guys I have issues with. The ones that are attached to the bitter game. That. I mean, it's not just no regular guy in my inbox. Clearly his girl sent him there because I blocked her or she blocked me. So she had sent her guy into my inbox telling me that you ain't shit, you ugly. My bitch look better than you. Like, damn, you calling her a bitch? Okay, you know. So I do get those two. What else y'all got? Anybody else got any questions? I love this chat, y'all. Y'all gonna make me cry on this thing because I didn't think this was gonna have a great turnout. I thought it was gonna be about 10 people listening, and then I was just gonna get on and get off out of embarrassment. But you guys have really made me feel welcome, man. Like I'm over here getting ready to tear up. I didn't think it was gonna end like this. Like this is wonderful. Like y'all cool, man. I love all y'all in this chat. Let me see. I'm looking at y'all questions. I want to date women, but I got a lot of trouble. How can I filter the good ones from the bad ones? Um, there's a lot of good women out there. I associate myself with married women. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of single friends. But if you guys want me to do another post about, you know, helping you guys find good women, I can do that for y'all. Just tell me what y'all want me to do. Because I think finding someone that is on the same level as you is beautiful. I know a lot of y'all women love to be single, but y'all lying your asses off when y'all go home to that empty apartment. When y'all hear noise down in the kitchen and you can't send nobody to go check. You got to go check with that hair bonnet on. Come on, y'all. Y'all over here act like y'all happy when y'all get home. Y'all not happy. Y'all know you're not. Y'all know y'all want a man in your bed to keep you warm. A cat is not gonna do that. You know, Facebook likes are not gonna do that. A real man is gonna do that. So if you're looking for if you're a man out there looking for a good woman, take your time. Don't just jump into a relationship because she's pretty. You gotta filter her out. Women too. Don't just look at the first man that has muscles and a pretty smile and let him hit raw. You got to start filtering out these men and women. It's like a job interview. When you go to a job interview, you ask them, what was your past job like? What are your likes and dislikes? You know, tell me something about you that no one else knows. You know, jobs ask you that because they want to make sure they're not hiring someone crazy. So it's like that in a relationship. Are you even worth an interview? So when you are interviewing someone, ask those questions. Y'all be saying, "Oh, I didn't know he had 3 kids." He had 3 kids, then what were you doing? But then when y'all break up, you tend to find everything out then, right? It's not hard to do your research. When I met my husband, we met playing ball. He came to my state. He met me playing ball. I was at my worst. I was looking like Harriet Tubman when she was freeing slaves. That's what I looked like. I had a bun in my hair. I didn't give a damn. I was out there hooping, killing them on the court. And my husband thought I was just the sexiest thing out there. And I didn't look nothing sexy, okay? He reached out to me on Facebook and we dated for a little while before I finally trusted him. So again, you have to filter them out. You don't have to sleep with everybody you just meet. You ain't gotta think that this is your knight in shining armor on day one. You gotta filter them out. Ask them questions. I always say, you know, if you got somebody that says like I love shrimp and pasta and I like to be expensive, and you know that that's not your budget, that ain't the one. See, I'm simple. I told my husband when we went on our first date, you know, let's go to the gym, you know, and let's go to Jack in the Box. I was simple. I didn't need all that fancy crap. That's not what I was about. You know, he had the little DVDs where they used to burn movies that were out in the theaters that you can go to jail for back in the day. He had a whole stack of those movies. We watched them all. That's all we did, and that was fun. So if you're looking for someone that that you want to be in a relationship with, just filter it out first. Take your time. Y'all be rushing to get into these relationships and then they don't work. Then you wonder why they don't work, because you were rushing. Take your time. So I would say to a man looking for a woman like me, there's a lot of us out there. Just take your time. Sometimes it just starts with an inbox, or it might start with me saying, hey, who's single? What state you in? Let me hook you up with that. Go meet this person. It might start with going to Starbucks, something simple like that. But you will find someone that meets your financial level. You will find someone that makes you happy. But women, y'all got to stop acting like the single life is wonderful, because y'all know y'all lying. I've had women calling me crying saying, this ain't fun no more. I don't want to be single no more. I want to be in a relationship. Oh, but you said you were single, didn't need a man. Well, my mom told me, well, you grown now. You can change that narrative. Mom said that, but mom was unhappy for how long? Forever? So you don't have to do that when you become an adult. You can change that narrative and say, you know what? Let me see if I can connect with a man on a spiritual, physical, mental level. Because there's a lot of great men out there. Y'all just don't see them. Y'all be looking for Superman and Clark Kent. He's passing you every day. See, but you want him to be Superman. No, you got to first get to know Clark Kent before you get what's under it, under the clothes, which is the suit. So I need you guys to understand that. Take your time, and you will find someone that matches you, that completes you. Because I'm telling you, being married is wonderful. Like I don't know how people can say it's bad. You're gonna go through bad times too, and that's why women are initiating more divorces than men. Because as soon as he loses his job, y'all out the door. That's not love. When you take those vows, you better stick by them vows. Better or worse. Worse could mean him not having no job, him losing his legs. That's why divorces are not lasting. 17% of women out of that 80% that initiate divorce is because of infidelity. So I don't want to hear because he cheated. Cheating is at the bottom of the barrel. Your biggest percentage is because times change, money changed, finances changed, and then you were out the door. So y'all wouldn't be screaming y'all want a man until that worst come up. You want it to be for better or better, right? Through health and health. Forget sickness. Forget bad. Sorry, guys, but that's not the vows. You're not going to get for better or better. It's going to be better or worse. You're going to get sickness. Sickness can be a mental disorder. It could be him being diagnosed as bipolar, but y'all ready to leave. Y'all ready to leave the minute something happened, but you took those vows, right? I'm not telling you to stay because he's back in your eye every night, but leaving because his job changed or because his money's different, that it's sad how y'all just give up like that. And that's why these marriages aren't surviving. Y'all ready to go out the door. As soon as the money changed, you're out the door. Men rarely initiate divorce. That says a lot. They're in it. Y'all not in it. So I don't want to hear it's because he cheated. That's way at the bottom of the barrel. What's at the top of the barrel is finances. That's the main reason why women file for divorce. Finances. Because when they got worse, they're out the door. And I'm going to tell you, in being with my husband for 12 years, oh yeah, there were times when we was, noodles and spaghetti sauce. That was the meal, y'all. That was the meal years ago. And we would eat it like it was a big fiesta at Olive Garden. And all we had was the dollar store noodles and the spaghetti sauce. That was $1. $2.08. That was our meal for the night. And we was happy as hell. We were happy. That was okay. We struggled too. No couple is going to say that they were rich the time they were together. We struggled. And now we're successful. But we struggled first. See, women don't want to struggle. They want a man that comes with $1 million. They want the man that comes with the financial plan. He's already built. I don't want to have to build him. I want it already built. And that's why a lot of y'all single. Because you don't want a man that comes with issues. You want a man that's perfect. And that's impossible. You're not going to find a man that is perfect. If you don't know what it's like to be at the bottom, you better not get no relationship, because I can guarantee you will hit a pitfall. You will. No relationship is perfect. I don't care about these YouTube couples. Oh, yeah, life is good. We're having sex 10 times a week with 10 kids in the house. That's a damn lie. When they get off YouTube cut, they're like, man, we still got to pay rent tomorrow. That's what happens when they hit cut. Don't let these people tell you that their relationships are perfect. Oh, look at them looking all cute together, going on these expensive dates. Soon as they go off of social media, I'm struggling. How are we going to pay the bills tomorrow? So don't let these people make you think that these relationships are roller coasters that only go up. I guarantee you that they have downs. Because then when you hear about them breaking up, you're like, well, everything they posted was good. Stop believing these YouTube couples, y'all. It ain't real. They are not having sex 10 times a day with 5 kids in the house. It's impossible. But y'all believe that. Oh, I can't wait to get me a man like him. Get you a man for you. You don't need no Russell Wilson. That's Sierra's man. Get your own man. Stop asking for her prayer. Get your own prayer. Because Sierra went through 3 bad rappers before she got to him, right? She kept choosing the same bad man, became a baby mama, and kept choosing that type of man until she found him. 3 rappers, didn't work out. Now she found a Russell. So even she knew to change who she was dating. Y'all will continue to date these drug dealers and wonder why you're a baby mama to each drug dealer. But then you don't want the IT nerd. Some of y'all got to get out of your element. Give it a try. Date somebody that you wouldn't normally date. Stop saying you want these hood dudes, but then when they steal your wallet, you're mad. You asked for it. So when you're asking God to send you a man, tell him he doesn't have to be perfect, because he won't be. He won't. So if y'all really want my advice, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to tell you a lie. But y'all friends and y'all mamas are going to tell y'all you're perfect and it's them, not you. No, it's you. It's you. You can't keep a man because you can't keep a man. Stop blaming all these men and blame yourself. Fix yourself. When you fix yourself and you act more feminine and you soften up a little bit and you allow a man to get to know you, your life is going to change. Quit blaming the last man for things that he did and move forward. Something else you guys don't know about me. I survived a domestic violence. I was in a relationship for 3 years where he was beating me up. He was tearing me up. And I said nothing. He was literally, he broke my jaw, blacked my eye, and I would say I got it playing basketball. I had my whole family fooled. I told them, yeah, I was playing ball and I got an elbow. They believed it. I got out of that relationship as I called his dad and I told his dad, I don't want this black man to go to prison. But I have all the proof I need to get him locked up for the rest of his life. Because he even stabbed me. And that was the final straw. I told his dad, either you can come and get him, or I'm going to have to call the cops and have them come and haul his ass out. Because 3 years of beatings, I can't take it anymore. His dad was there within 45 minutes with 2 suitcases. Told his son, pack your shit. Moved him to another state, and I never saw him again. That's how I got out of my domestic violence relationship. That's how I got out. I didn't want this black man to go to prison. I knew he would go to prison for the rest of his life. I knew that he would be in a lot of trouble because with the stuff he did to me in that state, they don't play that shit. You would have been locked up for a long time for the stuff that he did. And I didn't want that to be his life. I wanted him to be able to fix himself and start over. He's now married with 2 daughters. And after he got shipped away, I didn't hear from him for 5 years. He reached out to me in an email and told me, you saved my life. I got counseling. I got help because my mom abused me my entire life. When my dad left her, she would beat the hell out of me, punch me in the face, take a cheese grater and grate my face with it, grate my back with it. She would torture this boy. So imagine him getting with me when we got into an argument and I started talking to him crazy. I reminded him of his mom. So he used to beat the hell out of me. He took her beatings that she did to him out on me. See, but I didn't know nothing about mental health back then. I was young. You know, it was a young relationship. So when he told me I saved his life, that made my year. That made my life because I didn't want this black man. I didn't want to hear that he got killed. So if his dad didn't ship him away to another state and got him the counseling he needed, he went through 2 years of counseling to mask the 15 years of abuse. So I saved his life. So that's how I got out of the relationship. A lot of you guys think it's love. It's not love, you know, and because of what he did to me, it didn't make me say I'm not going to date a black man again. Oh, no, black men are over it. I'm going to date me a Brad. No, I married a black man. So I didn't judge my husband for what my ex did to me. I had to heal first. I healed, and then he came into my life. So again, you guys, there is love after going through what you went through. I don't have a perfect life, as you can see. You're like, damn, she lost her mom, got her ass beat. Damn. And she's doing this now? Yeah, I'm doing this now. I could have been that woman saying F all black men because of what that one black man did to me. But no, you can't blame all black men for that one person's mistake. That's not fair. But then you want a man not to judge you off of the 3 kids you got by 3 men, right? But you could judge him, right? That's not the way it works, ladies. You can't judge him. If you don't want to be judged, don't judge him. You have to accept what he has and either deal with it or keep it moving. So if any of you guys want me to hook y'all up again, I'll compose another post and we'll do that. We'll do matchmaker. You know, I'm always good with that. I love when people can find love, and It feels good to have someone you can come home to. I mean, anybody can sleep with someone, but it's the waking up to that you won't get. You got to call them an Uber and tell them to go, right? You don't want them staying the night. You don't want that kind of life. How's that a fun life? Doing one night stands and sending them home in an Uber, you know? So it's better when you got somebody that when you come home, you can smell the food from the hallway. You know they cooked. You know they threw down, right? It's a good feeling when you got somebody to come home to. That's just on my end. Some of y'all like coming home to the cold apartment. You know, some of y'all like that. You hear noise outside and you scared as hell because you ain't got no man to do nothing. But remember, mom said you don't need a man. You can do it all. Okay, go check on that noise you heard downstairs. Y'all let them do that, huh? You're going to have to call someone to come over, right? And 9 times out of 10, who is it? It's a man. So quit saying y'all don't need a man. You do. You do need a man. Stop saying that. Y'all ladies be funny with that. What else y'all got? Let's see. Y'all been saying a lot in this chat. He said vent. Hey, y'all crazy, y'all know I love to talk. Like I said, you guys, I'm an open book. I have nothing to hide. So when people are trying to, run my information, you really don't have nothing. The only time I get upset is if it's inaccurate information and somebody else, and I know that they live there and you're putting them in jeopardy. That's when I get upset. You can run my address all day. I don't hide anything. I'm okay with that. It ain't like I'm saying that I live in a mansion but I really live in a studio. That ain't the case. I have a really nice house. I live in a white neighborhood. I pay for the neighborhood. I've lived in the hood before. I lived in Inglewood where bodies were dropping every week. You'll hear people getting shot outside the door. I lived on the south side of Chicago where people were getting murdered for little stuff. I went to get my nails done. As soon as I left the store, they shot it up. That would have been me dead. So I used to live in the trenches as well. But now I live in a white neighborhood. That's just how you grow. You grow. So if a lot of you guys want to grow and you want to do better, I can help you. But if you're going to be living that life where you're blaming Pookie for all your mistakes, I can't help you. I don't play the blame game, and I'm not going to sit there and give you a back rub because you're mad about your decisions, so you want to blame the next man. You can't do that. If you really want a man to love you, stop blaming him for the other man's mistakes. If you really want someone to be there for you, you got to be open to admitting when you're wrong and apologizing when you're wrong. And saying my bad is not an apology. I'm sorry is an apology, right? So no man wants an aggressive woman. Y'all don't know what that boy went through or what that man went through. He probably was yelled at his whole life by his mama. So when he got his own girlfriend yelling at him saying you ain't shit, that just brings him back and you're triggering him, right? Stop doing that. Stop doing that because you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear people telling you that you ain't shit. So why would you say that to somebody else you're supposed to love? If somebody makes you mad, y'all got to work that shit out. But don't call each other names and hit below the belt. You don't know what that man went through. And most of your men suffered by the hands of their mothers, abusing them, yelling at them. You ain't shit, just like your daddy. When I was a case manager, that was the main thing I heard. He ain't shit, just like his daddy Bobby. I'm like, why would you say that to this young boy? What did he do to you? Just like his daddy. So? Why would you ruin his life? Because you're mad at the dad. Like, don't do that to him. So y'all gotta start treating people better. And you'll see the results. They'll come right back to you tenfold. The Pookie, you spell Pookie wrong. That's Poochie. Yep, and I'm not crazy. Like I said, I do have people that call me crazy because they think what I do is wrong. They think that I'm just out there looking for stuff to post, but 9 times out of 10 it was sent to me. I rarely find it on my own unless I'm just in a group one day just perusing and I see a post. But most of the times I'm tagged in something, I'm brought into something, I look at it, I analyze it, and then I post it. So like I said, I'm not this crazy woman. I'm an open book. I have nothing to hide. That's why a lot of these YouTube pages and stuff, they're not on my level. People think they're so big that they can treat people like they don't matter. You'll never have Kevin Samuel saying, hey, inbox me if you need an ear. He's bigger than that, right? He would rather you just support him and spend your money than him actually say, hey, I'm gonna help you for free. See, a lot of these pages won't do that. That's not what they do. Everything they do is for money. That's not me. I'm one of the few pages where you can DM me right now and say, look, I'm about to jump off a building and I'm going to tell you to call me. I don't know what other pages are doing that. If there are other pages doing that, I apologize for not acknowledging them. But I don't know too many big platforms that are telling you to call them if you feel like you're going to jump off a cliff. I do that. And people that know me know that they have called my cell phone and said, look, it's getting to that point, and I had to get them right off the ledge. I don't mind doing that for people when it's real. Don't just call me and say, hey, I want to talk about your Instagram post about accountability. That's not what my number is for. Don't do that to me. You want to talk about my post? Let's talk about it on Instagram. The number is for if you're in a situation where you need my help. And I tell people, call me anytime. I'm open for you to call me at any time to tell me, look, this man or this woman really made me mad. I had a 14-year-old girl reach out to me, you guys, last week, and y'all gonna hear about this story soon. She reached out to me and said, I know you're probably never gonna read this message because I'm only 14 and I know you don't deal with kids my age. And she's right. I said I don't want any kids in my inbox because they're minors. I can go to jail. I can get in trouble. I can't tell a minor what to do, and that's not an adult. So I can get in trouble. There are laws behind that. So she said, I know you'll never read this post, but she said, my mom told me my dad doesn't exist, and I don't believe her. I have proof that I know my dad is around. She's just not telling me what I need to know. Can you please help me find my dad? She said, I know that I'm young, and I know that you won't give me no type of reply, but at least I'm trying. At least I'm asking you, right? And I actually replied to her, and I said, you are a minor, but send me what you have on your dad, and I will send you what I have. I sent her 3 profiles. One of them was her dad, you guys. And I'm trying not to cry. She never met him because the mom told her that he wasn't around. He left us. This 14-year-old girl saw her dad for the first time. They look identical, you guys. And it took me seconds to find the 3 profiles. I didn't know which one would have been him, but she knew, she had an idea of what he looked like. And I'm telling you, her and her dad are a split image. It's scary. She's actually a pretty girl, but she looks just like her dad with a wig. It's like Jay-Z and Blue Ivy. It's just like that. You could tell that that's her dad. Maury wouldn't have any problems with saying you the father without doing the test. So she actually found her dad, and they're going to actually meet up. And she is doing this behind her mom's back, but that's her dad. And now her dad is going to fight to be in her life. And it's sad that the mom made her think that he wasn't around. She's 14 now, and now she's going to be reconnected with her dad. So I do help kids too. I do help people. You just don't hear about it because I don't want recognition. I don't want people praising me. Now, if this young lady decides to post on Facebook when she meets with her dad and takes a picture with him and says, Daphne saved me, I'm okay with that. She's doing it on her own terms, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So I just want y'all to know that I do help a lot of people behind the scenes. You just don't hear about it because, blessings are supposed to be done in secret. You're not supposed to boast about your blessings, right? So I don't do things like that because I don't want the recognition. But every now and then a man might say, I won my case or I lost my case, and he'll give me permission to post it. So yeah, guys, I do help people outside of this, and I do give out my number outside of this, and I do help people in real life. I do. I'm not a bad person. And like I said, I don't know too many platforms that will say I do it for free. I don't charge anybody anything. Now, one person can say that I charge them for looking up some information, even though it costs me stuff. I don't charge anybody anything. The only thing I charge people for is if they want a shirt from me. I'm not going to just send you free shirts now, y'all. Come on now. I'm a business too. So, but any of my advice, I've never charged one person for my advice. I've had somebody say, hey, my baby mama, she's trying to move away with my kid. Can you see where she lives? And I will run that information for free. Like, it's not free for me. These are tools that I have to pay for. So I still do it for people for free. Not one penny is charged to anybody. So when people send me cash apps and stuff, I'm thankful for that because it does help, but I'm not going to ask for it. If you send it, okay, great. I've had people say, don't post what I sent you because they're like me. They don't want to be recognized for giving in secret. So I'm thankful when you guys send me that, but I don't ask for it. When you guys are on YouTube, you got some pages where you have to pay just to make a comment. I don't do that. That's stupid to me. Like, I don't need money that bad now. I want y'all to be able to talk freely. Some pages, if you go up to 50 words, that's like $20. Like, y'all crazy as hell. Shoot, I'll tell you on Instagram what I wanted to say then for free. I don't do that, and I won't do that. So I know some pages, they have to do that to make money, but everybody ain't rich like that out here. And some advice is free. You shouldn't have to pay someone for them to tell you something that they can get on Google, right? Some of them just want to hear it from a real person because it means something. Google can tell me what to do, but if I look up to someone and I like their mindset, It's different when they're actually telling you, I think you should try this, right? So that's why I help so many people outside of this, and there's no charge, because I know that it's hard out there, and I would never embarrass someone because they couldn't afford to get help. I don't do that. But I will embarrass you if you come out there and say that you're making this money and you're living this life, and really you're not, right? So I don't just wake up and say, who am I gonna assault today? Who am I gonna hurt? What else y'all got on here? Thank you so much, KCville, man. The realest woman on YouTube. Thank you. Because I don't get a lot of recognition. I don't get a lot of people that go hard for me. People tend to think I hate women, and I don't hate women. I'm gonna tell y'all this now. I got more women right now that I mentor than men. My men are starting to do better. I got men that are starting to follow like the schedules I give them on how to get back on track with their mental health, and they're doing well. Women need a little bit more time. We're emotional creatures. So anything can set us off. I saw a movie last night and I wanted to stab him. I'm like, damn, go ahead and call me. We got to talk. That's the kind of things I do. So just like that woman who said she was assaulted 4 days ago, I inboxed her, are you okay? I had other people inbox her too, just in case she didn't see mine. And she never reached out to anybody. So I did attempt to reach out to her in private. So that Charlena girl who's saying that I just did this for clout, that's just another woman encouraging a lie. And she doesn't like me so bad that I can show the proof that she didn't do anything, and she'll still believe that girl because she doesn't like me. And those are the kind of people I don't want in my circle. Now, Charlena, if you want to be a woman and you want to, hash it out and say you're sorry for the assault. I mean, I'm sorry, not assault, but the putting dirt on my name and telling everybody I'm a fraud and telling everybody I'm big. If you want to be a woman and act your age and tell me that, you're sorry for the things you did, I'll forgive you and we'll move past this. Because you chasing me, you're not going to get an award for what you're doing. You're not doing anything but making yourself look bad. And if you're saying you're going to call my job, good luck with that. Because where I work is in public. So I know you think you know, but you don't know. And what you're trying to do, the path you're going, it's not going to be a good ending for you. And I'm not making a threat. What I'm saying is the path that you're going with, threatening to call people's jobs because you hate them so much, that's not a good path to go, especially when you think it's my information, but it's really not. That's going to make you look stupid as hell. So if you're going to pull a me on me, make sure you got the right information, because the information you think you have, it's funny as hell. It's not me. Where I work is very, very private, and it's not online. So to anybody that thinks that they know me, or, oh, I know this is where she works, go ahead and give them a call. I'm not scared. I don't give a damn. It'd be different if I threatened your life and you had some real information on me, then yeah. But you can't call a job and say, hey, Jane Doe said that, if you continue to make threats on me, I'm going to call your job. A job's going to hang up on you. I would have had to do something to you personally that's life threatening for any job to tell someone that, okay, we'll look into it and fire this person. So I've gotten people fired, but it was for some crazy stuff. If a woman says that she don't like black people, but she's a nurse, I'm going to get you fired. I don't care if it ruins your livelihood. I don't care if you're going to be on the streets. No nurse should be performing any services on anybody that she doesn't like, because then I don't think she's giving her all. So that woman, that Karen that said that she doesn't like black people, she was a nurse. So when I got her fired, people said I was wrong for snitching. I don't think I was wrong in that aspect, you guys. Would you really want someone racist working on you? Do you think they're going to give their all to save your life? They're not. But if you think they're okay, cool. I won't say nothing else. But if anyone tells me that they don't deal with African Americans and they're in the healthcare field or the legal field, I'm going to get your ass fired. Try me. I promise you, you won't win that battle. I don't care who you are, even if it's a black woman saying that she don't like black men. Your ass should be fired too. You're not an exception to the rule. No one that feels that way should be working in the medical field. Now, if you think I'm wrong, then that's great. When it's your child being seen by a Karen that don't like niggas, then okay, let's see how far you go. I thought you would want someone like me on your team, right? Because some of these nurses and doctors, they secretly don't like black people. You just got to find them. So if y'all see somebody online talking about black people, send me their information. I'll run it. I've got nurses fired, teachers fired, principals fired. I sure have. And I'm proud of my job. I'm proud of doing that. I've gotten you fired because I'm not gonna let it ride. If this is how you feel, then you're gonna discriminate while you're in that position, right? And then you have to ask yourself, if I did get a nurse fired for racism, what about all the people she was working with prior to me getting her fired? What about that person who died on her watch? Did they really die because they weren't going to make it, or did she not give them the services they needed? Makes you think, right? But now it's too late to go back and check that. Ain't that crazy, y'all? So when I do things like this, it's to also help people, to make sure they don't go through what could have happened to somebody, right? That woman was a damn nurse, and she was a veteran nurse. She had been with that hospital for many, many years. And you mean to tell me in them many years nobody died on her watch? That's what made me feel really sick to my stomach. I know some Black people died on her watch, and she probably could have saved them. So when y'all saying that I'm wrong for making that woman lose her job, I don't give a damn. That don't hurt me. I do it 10 more times to save somebody else's life. So if that makes you mad, then I don't give a damn. What else y'all got? Let me see. Yep, she said we were animals. Oh, you remember Tack Thomas 916? Yeah, that woman said that Black people were animals, and that if you see them in the street and they do something you don't like, you could defend yourself. What the hell was that supposed to mean? Like, what is that supposed to mean? Because Kyle Rittenhouse won, you think you could just go out looking for trouble, and if they make you mad or if they try to come at you, you could blow their head off? That was kind of what she was insinuating, and she was saying that Black people are animals. So imagine when I sent that to HR, how they felt about this veteran nurse saying that Black people were animals, and she not only worked on Black people, but worked with Black people. Imagine how that atmosphere was. Then I asked her, can you go back and see about any cases of people that died on her watch? She said, unfortunately, we can't. I said, you can't? That's what broke my heart. So yeah, guys, I wish, and honestly, I should have showed her name. I should have risked losing my page that day, because maybe if I would have showed her name, some people that did die under her watch could have had an investigation launched. Because you can't stop that. HR can't stop that. Well, hey, I heard this Karen got fired. My uncle died 2 years ago, and she was the one that was working with him. You know, that's the only thing I regret. I wish I would have went ahead and showed her name, but it happened so long ago now. It's old. So maybe that I should have risked my page for that, but I didn't. So I guess that's a coward move on me. Because if you do show someone's name that's bullying and they will shut your page down, I would have probably lost it for 60 days, but it would have been worth it, right? But I wasn't thinking at the time. But knowing that she got fired was enough for me, but maybe I should have went a little further into that. You know, like I said, my mom died in a county hospital. And I always say county don't treat you like a top hospital would, right? They call it killer county. So, you know, we know that there's some hospital staff that don't go hard for us. And if they're online talking about it, send it to me. And I don't care if they're retired and white. They have somebody they're attached to, an organization, a church. You still want to get it out there. I can still dox them. What else you got? No, we need you. It's best if Daphne keeps doing what she does, but the lives is like when you meet your heroes for the first. Man, look, being called a hero it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing because I don't hear that a lot. I really don't get a lot of honest feedback from women. I do get it from men. I get inboxes, and sometimes I go into my Instagram. If you send me a DM, I don't automatically see it. It gets filtered into a separate folder. So forgive me if I don't acknowledge anything you say right off the bat, because some people have said, well, I reached out to her and she doesn't respond. Do you know how many inboxes I get? I promise you it's not nothing that you did wrong, but I don't see it initially. I get hundreds of inboxes, y'all. And some people, when I do reply, they'll say, oh my gosh, you replied. Please don't do that, y'all. I'm low level. I'm not high level at all. I'm normal. I'm on the same level as you. I promise you. Followers and likes, that don't mean shit. I'm still normal. So if I reply to you, it doesn't mean that I'm God and you just got to reply from your hero. No, I'm low level. We on the same level. I replied because I saw your post first. That's all. I'm not special. People keep thinking that I'm special because I replied to it. I'm not. I'm normal. I just like replying to people. And some people will say, well, since you replied, you know, let me say some more stuff. And we have a full conversation. But I can't do that all the time. I do it when I have the time. So just know that if I do that, please don't say that to me, because I promise you I am nowhere near high level. I wish I was. And even if I did get higher than where I'm at now, I'm still going to be down to earth. I want to be different than any other podcast out here, because people think because they have 1 million subscribers or 2 million that they're better. You just got more subscribers than me. It's just like a rich person and a regular person. A rich person has to keep doing stuff to stay rich. A regular person gets to live regular. They don't have to go above and beyond to sell a new album. I like being where I'm at. So you got these rich people that, they get paid off of YouTube. They're making $10,000 a show and they become better than you. And then they think that they can say what they want. If you want to ask me a question, send it to an email and I may respond. Like, who the fuck are you? We're the reason that you're where you at. If we didn't like your stuff, if we didn't follow you or subscribe to you, you would be absolutely nothing. You would be a regular person. So y'all don't be thinking that these YouTube people, because they got a couple million subscribers, that they better. They're not better. Anybody can get subscribers. You can go online and buy subscribers now. So don't let these subscribers fool you. You have people with 2 million subscribers but 10 views. The fuck? How you got 10 views? Something ain't adding up. You got these pages with 5 million followers, but 5,000 likes on a picture. That's what I get. That's what I get. So don't let these people hype your head up because they got more likes and stuff. Some of them buy that shit because they're so insecure. They go and they buy it. I know pages right now that got 200,000 followers, but all their posts get about 10 likes. Ain't that something? And you ask yourself, like, how? Because they're buying that shit. So if I have to grow slow and go up 10 followers a week, I'm okay with that. But at least it's real. It's real. At least I ain't got to pay for nothing. I ain't got to fall victim to what they're doing just to get it acknowledged. So I'm not gonna sell out just so I can be popular. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna still be this low level page, and I'm gonna still continue to advocate. And if these bigger pages want to share my stuff so they can look good, they needed me to look good. I'm starting to see that as flattering, but when they're posting something that I put my all into, that's when I get upset. I'm a student of Jason Black and the Black Channel and the business. Kitten, you said Kitten Hills is a fraud. The fact that you call him out, oh, Kitten Hills. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, because he started from somewhere. Now, if you listen to one of his shows, you have to pay to reply. You have to be a member. You have to actually subscribe to him. So y'all making him like $20,000-$30,000 a night off of a show, and y'all don't even know it. I actually went to one of his shows and watched it, and I was getting ready to type something, and it said, "How do you want to pay?" I said, "The fuck? I ain't paying for shit." But you should have saw the comments. $20, $50, $10 just to make a comment. Y'all over here making this man rich and he don't even give a damn about you. When has he said, "Hey guys, anytime you're having a mental problem, I'm human, give me a call," or "I want to do something special for my followers. 5 of you guys email me. I choose the top 5 and I'll offer you free counseling." That's what real people do to help other people. But it's crabs in a barrel when it's black people. Another black page that's bigger than me, they're not going to give me a shout out because they think they're better. See, people want you to do good, just not better than them. So they'll say, "Oh yeah, shout out to celebrity. Yeah. Okay. We stole your name and we stole your post and all that, but we're not going to give you a shout out." When they stole my mental health post, that page had almost 250,000 likes. All the other stuff on their page was like 10,000 likes, 5,000 likes, but my post got them the most likes. He said, "Unfortunately, I can't delete your post because I'm monetized, but I'll add your to my to the description. I'll edit it." It still hurt my feelings because that post was shared by rappers, it was shared by famous people, and they all thought it was that page that created it when it was really a black woman, celebrity. So that hurt me the most out of anything because I had pain behind that post. I actually did care about Tyrese and Will Smith, and I cared about them. Nobody knew their situations and why they cried on TV. Instead, they just clowned them. But I knew what Kanye West was going through. He's not crazy. The man is brilliant. But when you lose your mother, if you guys watch his documentary on Netflix, you'll understand why he went crazy. His mom was his biggest advocate, his best friend. So people don't they haven't lost a mom or a dad, so they can't sympathize with Kanye. Instead, they call him nuts and crazy. What did Kim Kardashian do? She's leaving because he's crazy all of a sudden, right? But you said for better or worse. Worse is bipolar. Worse is anxiety and depression. That's worse. That's sickness. And you're walking away. She's never going to be happy. Let's not act like this is not her first marriage that's failed. See, these women, they want everything to be better. They want everybody to see them on Instagram thinking that life is golden. But as soon as some real shit happens, they're ready to go out the door and start dating a new guy. And then when that new guy goes crazy, you're on to the next guy. Again, I mean, mental health is real out there, and it's real in men and women. So that's why I go so hard for them, and that's why it hurts me when these bigger platforms steal my content, because they go viral off of it and they never give me my flowers. It hurts. I'm human, but it hurts, because if they would have said at celebrity and left it like it was, it would have brought the right people to my page where I'm actually advocating for it actively. I'm not posting a twerk video or a man getting shot on the corner and a woman, shaking her ass in a thong, and then bam, mental health. Okay, next day, bum fights. Next day, more shootings. Next day, more twerking. Then bam, mental health. I don't do that, guys. When you got these pages that are posting all this crazy and ratchet shit, and then they'll post something good like mental health and get these views, it does hurt, because I know that they're not genuine about it. And I'm not one of those frauds. Like, I don't do that. So when y'all hear me going hard and exposing these pages, it's not because I'm a crybaby. It's because I'm genuine. And a lot of y'all y'all don't know what that's like, because you don't stand behind something that you care about. I do. Men having breakdowns, that does matter to me, because my dad could have been Kanye West when he lost my mother. He had 4 kids to live for. Instead, he held all his pain in until he got older. See? But nowadays, men can slowly ask for help, but sometimes you got to be careful, because some women won't understand it and they'll leave as soon as you get crazy. Oh, he's off his meds again. See? But if it was a woman crying, acting a fool, we have to be sympathetic to her, right? We have to cater to her, send her messages, send her flowers, tell her get better. But when it's a man, he's crazy. Oh, well, Jada Pinkett was cheating. She ain't been cheating on him all the time. He cheated first. How do we know that? Well, Tyrese always wants attention. All he does is cry. But do y'all know he ain't seen his child in a long time? That's why he was crying. If you actually took the time to find out why they were acting like that, you would understand. Not having your child will make any man cry if he loves his kids, right? So before y'all judge a man for having a mental breakdown, understand why he's breaking down before y'all laugh at him and make him into a meme. And I'm not just saying it was women. It was men too, but mostly women. And they supported Jada Pinkett. Oh, she's beautiful. She didn't mean to cheat on him. No, she was a predator. She preyed on another guy who was near his deathbed, gave him the draws, got him hooked. She did a lot of predatory behavior, but y'all would give her an excuse because she's pretty, right? Oh, she's pretty. She didn't mean to do it. It's Jada Pinkett. Well, I heard Will Smith and her swing anyway. You always have to justify a woman being a hoe or being bad, but if it's a man, oh, I knew he wasn't shit. Oh, typical black man. Oh, you might need to see what I'm saying? So y'all gotta match y'all energy. Keep that energy the same. When a man does something wrong and a woman does, keep the energy the same. Quit giving these women pretty passes. I'm tired of that shit. I'm gonna call y'all out on that shit. Y'all give women pretty passes when they do wrong. Well, she's beautiful. She didn't mean to do it. Shut the fuck up. No, she meant to do that shit, and she's gonna be treated just like any other woman on the street. She just got more money than us. That's it. She's still human, right? She still preyed on a young man, right, who was near death. That's the ultimate like betrayal. That's disgusting. You knew the man was about to see Jesus. He's about to go to the upper room, and you gave him the draws. So yeah, I am gonna hold that woman accountable just like I would any other person. But in today's society, women won't hold another woman accountable because they say men have been doing it for years. So it don't mean you do it. That's not a good excuse. Well, men have been sleeping around and hitting and quitting and calling an Uber. Why can't we do it? Why do we got to do something because men were doing it? Why can't you be in your own lane? Don't make excuses for being a hoe. Just say you a hoe. You ain't got to say because he did it. No, you a hoe. So if you don't want to be told the truth, then don't tell me nothing. And I won't tell you the truth. What else you got? And somebody said something big. Kevin Samuels. I'm not in no way hating on this man. I said that he's a bigger and better platform than me because he gets more attention. All I'm saying is, if you really care about the people that follow you, start giving back, Kevin. I mean, you're making about 30 grand a night off of a show. Start giving back to these people who are making you rich, because the minute all this hype fizzles out, what are you gonna have? What are you gonna have left when that dust settles? So when you actually do things for people behind the scenes, it comes back to you tenfold. But y'all pages, y'all get so big, you think you'll never need anyone. Yeah, you interview Nicki Minaj. Okay. Yeah, you're interviewing Future. Good for you. But just like God can give it, he can take it. So don't get too hyped and don't sit on that high horse thinking you're better than people that are smaller than you because you got a couple more dollars than me. All I'm saying is give back because it looks like your blessings are starting to show. You're getting these big tickets and you're meeting with these people, but what are you doing to give back besides calling people big broads? What are you doing to give back? What black men have you helped? You might get a couple women that says, he saved my relationship. But how many women said, you know what? He paid my light bill. How many men said, you know what? I told him I needed Pampers and he sent me $100. What are you doing to give back? That's all I'm saying. Because ultimately, pages like him and people like Steve Harvey, I never really followed those guys because they've had more than one marriage. And you're trying to tell people how to stay committed when you couldn't be committed. So I never once did that. But then I said to myself, if somebody was married more than once, then they would have, you know, the best advice on how to not lose it because they lost it twice. But I wouldn't trust anyone's word about how to stay married if they're not married. That's like telling someone, I'm gonna show you how to make $1 million, but I'm only making $1,000 a year. Does that make sense? So when I give people advice, it's coming because I lived it and I've experienced it. So if somebody said, well, how do I stay married? I can give you that advice. But if someone told me, well, how, you know, what do I do when I'm single? I can't give you advice because I'm not single. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? So you got a lot of these platforms that post TikToks of men saying, well, this is the kind of women you should look for. And these are the kind of women you should filter out. Well, you don't even have a woman. You said you want a woman that's in shape, pretty, 5'5", no stretch marks, real hair, big plump lips, but you ain't got a woman. So y'all got to stop believing these pages that are not even living in their truth. How can you tell someone how to be committed when you don't even have a girl at home, bro? So a lot of these pages I don't entertain because they're just giving you information to go viral. I will believe someone that's in a committed relationship before believing a single man or a woman trying to give me advice on how to stay married. That's weird as hell. You can't tell me how to stay married when you ain't never even been married. How can you do that? So that's where I'm at with that. But these bigger pages need to start giving back. They won't do that because you guys are funding their lifestyles. You see a lot of these pages that went from sitting in a car to posting their big ass mansion. You paid for it. Y'all paid for that mansion. And what did they do to give back? Whenever you heard these pages have actually paid some people's rents. You know, I've sent people money for their rent. I've done a lot of things behind the scenes. And I would tell them, please don't post it. I don't want that attention because people are going to say I did it for clout. But I can't stop you from doing what you want to do. But I've helped a lot of people and I'm not rich. But if I got it, you got it. That's the kind of life I live. And I love helping my people first. So all I'm saying is you got these pages that y'all are paying to stay up and they're not even giving back, y'all. I mean, you think they're interviewing these big tickets for free? They're paying them some type of money, but they're not giving nothing back. So all I'm saying is watch who you support. If they don't support or encourage you or do some freebies every now and then I wouldn't even mess with them, y'all. And I'm not saying that to make my page look better. I'm just saying give back. It doesn't hurt to tell someone, hey, if you feel like you're about to jump, email me. We'll set up a time where I'll call you, even if it's a 5-minute call. When that page has done that? A lot of them don't do that, right? And they got millions of followers and they're making millions of dollars, but they're not giving back. And that's what hurts. There's a lot of mothers and fathers that follow you that are trying to figure out how they're going to pay rent on the first. And you over here getting $20,000 a night to do a 2-hour show. That's some crazy stuff, y'all. I don't know where they do that at. They don't do that here, though. This is free over here, y'all. This is the low budget show, okay? Let me see. You said you barely see pages that do what? Give back? I haven't seen any. If y'all know any pages that do, I would love to shout them out. Tell me in the chat what pages are giving back. Because I can tell you, I bet you I can tell people right now, if you have spoken to me on the phone, reach out to me in this chat and you'll see a lot. I've spoken to a lot of people off of YouTube and they'll say, wow, this is a real phone number, not a text app. No, I don't do that fake stuff. I give you a real number because I have nothing to hide. I don't have nothing to hide. I do have 3 phones. I ain't gonna lie there. But one of the phones is for people who need me. That's that phone, one of the phones. So my personal phone, that's just for family. You know, I gotta separate everything, but I do have a hotline. If you guys saw Blank Man, remember when he had the phone, it lights up? That's how I feel. It's like the phone that lights up whenever somebody needs my help. And I'll pick up the phone. I'm not one of those pages that will say, call me if you're in distress, and you call me and it goes to voicemail. I'll pick up. And I've had people text me, call me at 11 at night. Oh, I just want to make sure you were real. Oh, okay. Have a good day. So, like I said, I'm no better than the next person. I'm not bigger or better than anybody. I'm imperfect. I make mistakes. I do everything that other people do on a daily basis. But one thing I'm not going to do is lie. So when people ask me about my text receipts, I just told you guys how I get that stuff and why I blur it out. So when people say, well, hey, tell me what group you're in, I don't even know you, first off. So why would I share with you a group and I don't even know you? Like, that's weird. That's weird energy to me. I'm not a fool now. So don't ask me a question that you know was kind of stupid and weird at the beginning, you know? Like, ask me how my day was. Hey, did you get any death threats today? Are you handling everything well? Y'all just be coming into my inbox like, what group is this? It sounds juicy. Like, what kind of shit is that? Let me see. Celebrity stickers. Yeah, I don't know how to get that, but like I said, you guys, I'm doing the best that I can, and since this show turned out really well, I will start doing shows where I'm inviting people on panel. I want to hear y'all voices. I want to make sure y'all real too. You know, I want to be able to bring people to the panel. This Thursday, I am going to be a part of another panel doing a mental health show. I really think everybody should really tune into it. On Wednesday, I will be dropping the link on my Instagram. It's going to be a really great show on mental health, and I think y'all going to like it. But then we're going to start getting into juicy stuff. So the stuff that I for on Facebook, I'm going to start going live and showing you guys the kind of stuff they get me for, and we're going to start exposing to people. Now, YouTube is a little bit more relaxed than Facebook. So I know that I won't get banned or reported if it's something that I know I can share, of course. But I want to start making it to where people that really support me, I want to show y'all what I go through, how I do all this stuff, so you can have a better understanding. So I want to be able to be more of an open book to you guys. So I will be doing more shows, and they're going to be with no filter. I'm not holding back. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to be nice to anybody. When it comes to them doing wrong, I'm going to hold you accountable. And this show today was about accountability because those two women I mentioned, they failed to take accountability. And I wanted to show you guys, both of those women I mentioned, I showed you guys on my Instagram. I showed their name. Everything was public. So I wanted y'all to see that some things I can make public to show you that my doxing skills are real. You can't come on my post and make threats when you got a whole court history of making threats. That's kind of weird. It makes you look bad, not me. So at the end of the day, it's like, make sure your house is clean before you come on my post talking about somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? And if you a housekeeper, you should absolutely not have no trash on your floor. It shouldn't look like a trap house. Okay, I feel bad for the cat. You know, the cat probably struggling. On the pictures, he looked like he was crying. I didn't even know that can happen. So all I'm saying is, before you start talking about someone, make sure your house is clean, because I'm gonna find it. You know, I don't even remember nobody. I don't even know anybody personally with green carpet. But usually, green carpet means they live like in a hood. When the carpets be colorful, blue and green, that means you live in a hood. You know what I'm saying? So clearly, you know, you probably don't have nothing good going on. So you're at your worst, and you want everybody else to feel worse, but it's not gonna happen. You know, so like I said, when I tell you that a lot of women are single with cats, when those women be calling me names, 9 times out of 10, now I don't knock people with cats, but most of your cat ladies are single people, and they say that this is my king. How can your king, a cat, be your king? That's weird as hell. Your king? This is my alpha male. Your cat? Okay. So when someone's breaking in, go send your king downstairs so he can meow him to death. Because he definitely ain't going to kill him. So all I'm saying is, like, these women are crazy. They crazy as hell. That cat ain't gonna hold you and make you feel protected. That's where the man comes in. So y'all keep saying y'all don't want a man until some real shit happen, right? Let that tire get flat. You gonna call that cat your king to come change that tire? No. Y'all don't even got AAA. So who you gonna call? Let me call Taekwon. Tell him to come change this tire. Y'all acting like y'all don't need a man until some real shit happen. You need an oil change. Things that y'all don't even know about a car. You learn from a man. So quit acting like you don't need a man, because you do. You do need a man. Okay? Like, y'all over here acting like y'all need him. Shit. Okay. I ain't never heard of a woman say, yeah, I heard a noise, and I put on my Superman suit and went down there and checked. They quick to tell the man go check, huh? Oh, but you said you don't need a man. Go check it out on your own. And when I hear you fall, then I know I'm gonna go out the window. I know I'm going to live. So like I said, quit acting like you don't need them. You do need them. You need them more than you know. Oh, I don't need a man, but then I'm going to go to child support court. So who's paying the child support? The man, right? So you do need a man. You're not independent. You're not doing it all. Stop. Stop it. You will be called out on it. Accountability. See, accountability is your kryptonite. If I say accountability, they acting like I said a death threat. Anything I say that has to do with accountability, I get a death threat. I just had a text transcript with a woman and it didn't go well. I'm gonna post that. Every now and then I will go on my Facebook, go to my spam. You'll see hundreds and hundreds of people that message me in the spam folder. If you guys ever go on Facebook, go to your spam folder. You'll be surprised how many messages were filtered into that folder. I have hundreds, y'all. I could do a video, just scroll through and show y'all the hundreds. And every now and then I close my eyes and pick one. And it'd be some wild shit from a woman. You bitch. Oh, I'm looking at you. I know where you live and I know where you work. To say I'm blocked. So a lot of them will do it just for the attention, and some of them will do it to see how good my skills are. And I'm not going to just keep running pages because they want to see if it's real. It's a waste of my time. So all I'm saying is, when I do read an inbox or two, sometimes I will post it and sometimes I won't. And like I said, I'm not perfect. I haven't been perfect where I wasn't able to say I figured you said. There were times where I couldn't say it. She really had her shit together. I was like, fuck. Damn. So she did drop out of school. Okay, she got a degree. And it's even worse when it's a woman that got her shit together, finding the time to talk about me. Like, you're doing so good for yourself. What did I do to make your life so bad? You don't even know me. So there are some women out there that do got their shit together and they have gotten in my inbox and I couldn't say, I figured you would say that. Instead, I had to hit the block button. That's keeping it 100, y'all. I don't always hit 3-pointers and hit them 100%. I miss some shots too. So I'm just saying, there's been some women where I was like, fuck, I wish I could have got them, but they had nothing that I can get. So for those that are asking me that, yeah, there has been some parts where I couldn't get no one. I just didn't post it. What's the fun in that? Hey y'all, I didn't get to do a reply because she didn't have nothing going on, but I want to post it still. It's not gonna get y'all interested in that. Glass cut. Damn, Daphne sounds aggressive. Wow. He said I sound aggressive. I'm confused by that. How do I sound aggressive? Because I'm passionate about what I'm saying? What do you mean by that, glass cut? Or are you just a fake page trying to be funny? People get in these chats and start saying some stupid stuff like I sound aggressive. Y'all, this is how I speak when I'm just talking. If it's aggressive for you guys, then I'm sorry to hear that. This is the way I speak. It's real, it's raw, it's uncut. So if you don't, I'm sorry that my voice is not like this. And I'm like, hey, everybody. Yes, life is grand. I just have you some cookies and milk. No, I don't talk like that. That ain't me. I don't know what you want me to say. Damn. What else y'all got? I appreciate your effort. I appreciate y'all too. So like I said, I will do another show. I really do appreciate everybody that attended tonight. Like, man, I promise you guys I was only thinking I would see like 1 or 2 people in here. I expected 1 or 2 people. It was supposed to be like 15 minutes. And I've been ranting for how long, y'all? Like almost 2 hours? Like, damn. So I do appreciate everybody that did join, and man, this really made my day today. All of you guys are special. But look, I got a lot of good content coming up for y'all. Y'all gonna be like, damn, I got a lot of stuff. I actually attended a couple of court cases for men. I have a text transcript about a woman who got served child support papers, y'all. This shit is hilarious. It's rare when you hear about a woman being served for child support, right? We always hear about the man, right? So it's about to get crazy, and y'all gonna really be laughing when y'all see it. So just know that I will continue to provide you guys with good content. If you guys are willing to listen and continue to support me, I will continue to show you guys some good stuff. Okay, so I'm about to wrap it up. Everybody that was on this chat today, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I promise you I will do more shows. If you guys have an idea of what we should do with the next show, I will implement it. But I definitely want to be able to talk more about mental health. And I also want to talk more about these people that be lying in these groups. Maybe I should do another one about the groups and show you guys the kind of shit that I've seen. and actually expose some of these people since they want to laugh and joke. Let me put them on blast on YouTube, because you can't get me on YouTube. You can get me on Facebook and Instagram though, but not YouTube. So maybe the next one should be, why you lying, right? And then I would love to have some of you guys join this panel and actually speak. I want to hear y'all voice. I want to know that y'all here, you know? So to everybody, thank you again. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Please keep supporting me. And I promise you guys, I won't let you down. If anybody has any questions, or if you really are going through some mental issues, reach out to me on Instagram. That's where I'm going to be at until I get my Facebook back. Reach out to me on Instagram. We'll talk. I'm here to help you guys free of charge. There's no charge for my advice or my help. Now, if you're asking me to do something that's going to cost me money, I'm going to have to charge you. Okay? Don't take my kindness for weakness. But I got your back, and I won't let y'all down. So please reach out to me if you have any questions. And I would love to help you guys out, okay? And I hope you guys have a good day.